Hey, how's it going, GB? We missed the evacuation. How are you doing? You have a question? Yeah. Hello. This is your dream. You still remember what you look like? Come on over. Oh. It means you are a VIP, sir. You have a big head. Oh, kind of looks like nipples. You would laugh. No, this game works better. It's a Japanese company, I believe. Like, or 5 Japanese guys. Yo, how's it going, Bread? I am doing good. This is kind of like, like emo. Did we look emo? We could be like an emo duck. Oh, pacifier? No. No. My gosh. There's like so many options. I kind of like that though. We gotta look intimidating because, we don't got a whole lot going for us right now. This looks like little cheeks. We'll go with like the little nub. It's me, yellow duck. What? I think this is gonna be the best. The heck? Alright, you can wake up now. Alright. I think you're perfect for this. Oh god. It's our chance to escape. How's it going, donuts? This is escape from Duckov. I played the demo of this, but now that it's out, I was like, you know what? I want it. I had a lot of fun playing the demo. We got some chalky milk. Poop? I don't... It's the first time seeing it. It's pretty... The demo was pretty fun. Equip your weapon before heading out. Press 1 or 2 to switch R to reload. Alright. Press spacebar to dodge enemy attacks. Go for it. Wow. When you see the red... Oh, dodge when you see the red flash. Whoa. Richiro? How's it going? This is Escape from Duckov. Hey, hold the right mouse button and aim for... Okay. Heal up with the medkits in the crate and keep moving. It's nice to meet you. Well, we actually didn't get fucked up. Ugh. Oh shit. Oh, we're full. Imagine that. Have a little snack. Hey, what's up, hey Hardian? How are you doing? Oh, you give a snack tax? Oh, we made it. Whopping 45 points. Let's go. It's a slight headache. Oh no, I hope you feel better. It's Jeff. Normal night things. Let's start here, okay. Construction, you can, okay. Vending machine. Just call it an enhancer. You gotta drink some Gatorade, drink some water. Okay, remember all this. Quest free, okay. I don't know if we need that either. Let's sell this. Left 2 pieces of wood to build a workbench. Okay. Water G4, once your materials, check the construction panel next to the vending machine. All of your, okay. Kill any enemy. Extract from ground 0. Okay. Well. Goes nothing. Find some greens and I'll bring it back. Okay. A little nerve-wracking. I don't want to get jumped. My god, we're already full. How's it going, Illusionary? Good to see ya. How you doing? God, that one has a shotgun. Ugh. Uh-oh. Ah! Leave me alone! That's like some good shit on him, though. We need a feather, remember that. Have him carry the money. Shit. I have to make some choices here. We just finished dinner. Nice. What'd you have for dinner? This is a pile of meds. Oh shit. Penne pasta meatballs. Ooh, nice. That sounds tasty. I made stew. Pretty good. I made some stew. Man, I don't... Yeah. Kill rampaging scavengers. Submit 2 butcher knives. Okay. Right? It was pretty cool. It's definitely cooling off. Can't afford anything else. Oh no! Well, sometimes, you know, whatever works. As long as you just, like, get something in your tummy, you know? There's a hammer. My god, we're gonna be, like, full already. We gotta make enough money so we can get a backpack, I think. I think that's gonna be our first priority here. Oh shit. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, we need one of these though. Kimchi, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh, thank you. You're too nice. Alright, we gotta get our butt back here. I don't know who did that. I don't know who that was. Who knew? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we gotta build a workbench, okay. And we got bandages. How are you doing? Oh, what's in here, huh? Yeah. Into warehouse. That's enough for lipstick and a few cosmetics. That might be better than nothing though. Cosmetic pouch. Which is this? 50. Oh, okay, we can't afford that. Use a bandage, okay. Just got home and relaxing. Nice. I am doing good. I arrange for emergency delivery supplies to Signal Tower. You can get one at the vending machine or buy a screwdriver, okay? Shield up to the red. Small hill contains his contact and I need to find him urgently. Okay, we'll just take them all. How much is a screwdriver? Right. Let's see. We got a little more space. How's it going, Slim? My night is going good. These Connex boxes scare me. Like, it's gonna like jump out. Can we wear this? No way. I'll never suspect a thing. Small expansion crates that can be used as extra cover. Right, well, they'll never know. They'll never know. They'll never know. As long as y'all rushing together, nobody stands to no spacebar. Okay. People get weird and confused. There's... Oh, what do they call them then if they don't call them Connex boxes? What do you call them? Ow. Ah! Oh shit. Ah! I died. Where'd they come from? They're like ninjas. I think that's like a... I get an achievement though for dying. Can I do this earlier on? I gotta go get my shit. I gotta get my shit. Night pulls at 22, okay. You don't know? I don't know. I mean, I think that's about all I know. Connex boxes. Give me back my box. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Oh, shit. Oh, ouch. Fuck off. Oh, I'm bleeding. I gotta get back to my shit. Oh my god, don't die. This is not your fight. He head eyes me. He's cheating. Alright, alright. This is it. This is the one. We gotta make it back before it's dark. We got this. We got this. Last time I came over, there wasn't one over there. Uh-oh. 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 Ah, fuck. I think they're both empty. Oh. Oh my god, it came up behind me. Bro. This is It's like the hard part. It's getting going here. Alright, I got a bandage, so now if I get fucked up... I didn't want to take them, but it'll be okay. I'm more concerned about... Shh, not you. Those ones with the knives hurt. Alright. We gotta get the fuck back. We gotta get home. It's gonna be dark. Run! We'll hit this up. Right? The other ducks are assholes. Rude. Alright. Alright. Got her stuff. And before it got dark. Build a med station, alright. I think we can sell these. Store that. Store this. The AK is 4,500. Oh my god. 1,500. Alright. I think we'll wait. See, 2 piles of meds, a syringe, and IV meds. Okay. Eric, how's it going? Alright, so we got a pile of meds. I feel like I'm gonna get fucked up. Have a little snack. Let's just store that. What's up, Tex? It's how they're living die, yeah, baby. It's rude. It's rudeness. Oh, shit. What is that gun going on? Where's it going down at? We fixed it though. That seems like that's worth something. Railfan, how's it going? I'm just saying this shit over here. We got car battery. I know I'm gonna die. Oh, there's a porta potty. Poop ball. I don't. Would be slinging. This is like where something died. Oh shit! No. I'm sorry. I'm not going. Okay. I don't think I'm ready for that. Please don't follow me. Could post up right here, maybe. Right? That solved my problems. Ooh. Fuck. Woo! No! They got me right outside. I know I didn't want to fuck with those things. At least we died right outside. Well, that's okay. We could have died in a better spot. Honestly, I'm not sure. Well, I've watched like a few of his videos, not all of them. So I don't know if I've seen that one or not. Okay, so you don't wanna. I don't want any of that smoke yet, because I remember them from the demo. They fuck you up. We don't have that kind of armor. We ain't about that life just yet. Oh, we got egg. Oh, we got cake. Oh, fuck. Oh, bastard. No touching. Oh, shit. No! No, it's not. It's a single player. It's not free. Son of a bitch, man. This is like murder corner over here. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people have been liking it, which is good because I played the demo of it and loved it. And I was really excited. I wasn't sure like when it was gonna come out, but I just like kept my eye on it. So I'm glad it finally got released. They added more like character customization stuff to it too. Playing Duck Souls more. Yeah, it is kind of like that. It is kind of like that. Let's have an extra one. Build a weapon shop. Advanced processing. Submit electronics component. Okay. I don't know how many we can take at once. We'll just keep grabbing them, I guess. Book it. With a potato graphics card featuring a top-down view poop poop drawn on it for unknown reasons. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do with that? That doesn't even seem useful. MD40? Like DW40? Okay. Using some hot chocolate? Very nice, very nice. How much money do we have? We have 1,700. I mean, like, can I sell this cash? I can sell it for $59. Jeez. Okay. Or like, do I need this for something? I think. Yeah, it said it's for poop. Alright. Let's go see what else we can scavenge, I guess. If we cannot die. Use it to mine crypto. It might be what we use it for. Oh, I have an extra. Do I have a, oh, I do. Oh. I got duck egg. Can I like hatch an army? I don't know where you are, but I heard you. Oh. no. Oh, yeah, toilet paper. It's gonna jam on me. You and a streamer are friends? Oh, nice. Very nice, very nice. What's this? Honey? Oh, no, I don't have a shovel. Explosive arrows. Hell yeah. Friends were those? I feel that. Yeah, dumpling. It's mud. I remember mud. Master's got your first challenge ready. Alright. Bring me a duck egg. Do squats while searching. Go. Do I have an egg? Oh, I do have one. There you go. Soda crackers. Okay. Well, fetch me a cookie. Okay. Can keep you company. Yeah. True. You're not wrong. There's a potato in here. Take your chalky milk. Shit. I feel like maybe I don't need a rock. I think those are pretty. We come by those pretty regularly. Standard. Get rid of the rusty ones. Bleach. Seems like something we need at some point. Hey, how's it going, Gus? Fuck. This gun's a little busted. That's okay. I could definitely feel a difference. That's crazy. Rusty bullets, standard bullets, okay. Uh... Tired as hell. I am doing good. Organic fiber. This thing's kind of fucked up though. Got us through. Let's see here. Count in the minute. When I play VR, I would. If I had a full body, I would. Okay, we got crackers. Let's go bring those to him. To hear that you're lurking. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. Because you work from home though, so there's that. Well, at least you work from home though. Like that's, you know, that's not so bad. And some canned beans and our chalky milk. Breakfast of champions. Go bring these crackers to him. Oh wait. I'll put this money in here too. Go. So many VR fails. There are. No, I like VR chat though. I like exploring, going to worlds and stuff in there. If I had full body though, I would probably do that. It could be fun. Oh fuck. Canned beans. I mean, we got enough, you know. All that matters. What is? Got some rope. Oh, so we got some vodka here. Now we're talking. Submit red band cigarettes. Okay. Just bean soup? Ew, no. And chocolate milk. Oh. Fair enough. Got a gas can. We gotta build a gym. Okay. I'm moving in with you. Build a gym at your place now. Move in. Alright. Well, easy enough. Ink. Red lantern. Can we decorate with this? I'm gonna take it. That wouldn't be enough. Is bean meat so many beans in the life? How is that chocolate milk though? What? I don't think soybeans are cocoa beans. Hershey. I mean, I don't think that's like quite the same, you know? The forces of chaos. We gotta find a tire. Oh, Christ. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, there's a pumpkin. No shovel, though. How's it going, Spike? Get this Karen out of here. And have it deliver. I wish. I wish. That'd make our life easier. Just get Duck Amazon to deliver it. We gotta get a tire. I definitely don't like that noise. We got propane tank. It's not a... It's not a tire, but... Ah! My God, let me reload. Son of a bitch, man. Oh, there's a shovel. Oh yeah, we need one of those. UP45. Got a UMP. Shit. Uh... Actually, I could just eat this. That doesn't go to use or waste. Without getting dizzy. Um, all right. Add a little snacks. Oh, there's a tire. I think we'll get rid of the ketchup. Can I take any of this? I think we can find ketchup again. Works for seats. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess being by weight is so much better. This is by weight. It's by both. It's both. I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't really think it's that bad. Alright, we got our tire. Oh wait, I need this. Me too. 'Cause that'll go fix the bridge. Get headshots. Alright. What's over here? Alright, I'm just gonna put it over here for right now. Give a slot limit. Some items are more than one. I use a mod to make everything 1-to-1 though. Oh, this is like I think everything's one slot, but then you can get a bigger backpack. I don't know. Adapting to inventory systems doesn't really bother me. It's not a big deal. Alright, so we got mobility, and then we're gonna get damage multiplier. Oh, wait, can we... Okay. Requires chocolate milk. Perfect. Oh, here. Complete. Short of material bring what I need. Honey. IV medicine. Toilet cleaner. Uh, it's gonna make us drugs. Proper ship time, maybe I know. Just right person, give me some money and I'll bring them in. $1,500? Bro thinks I'm made of money. Alright, we gotta build a kitchen. What do we need for that? A pan, a cup, bleach. Can we buy any of this? Didn't look like it. WD-40 is $864. Get out of here, man. Good lord. You quack Jesse. This Tetris minigame. Get my mind with this Redeemo was such an upgrade compared to the previous three. I don't know, I mean like I guess I don't know. Like for me, I don't know. Inventory is not really like a big deal. I mean there's usually ways to expand your inventory. So I don't know. I'm pretty adaptable. I don't really doesn't doesn't bother me too much. 7 out of, oh. We gotta find one more feather. Alright. $25. Weight or amount? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm pretty adaptable, so I'm not definitely not too picky about it. I guess I don't know. That's not really a gripe. And I don't think I can like I guess I don't really consider a game good or bad based off of inventory. That's like probably like one of the least of my concerns. Oh, I hoard the shit out of stuff. It's just, you know, sometimes you gotta have a little patience. Getting encumbered. So, that didn't really bother me. I mean, I don't know. I'm just, I guess I get more into more so the game than worried about inventory, like how inventory works. Uh-oh, I gotta reload. Oh shit, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Sounds like it's... Is that AK? That, whatever that is gonna light me the fuck up though if I go in there. It sounds big. What is... I don't know if I want to mess around with that just yet. I don't know about all that just yet. I think we're still a little soft. We had some drops, but I'm back in the green now. So I never played Diablo 2. Oh, fuck. The only Diablos I've played were 3 and 4. There's an extraction down here. I don't die. No Dark Souls? Oh. Gotcha. Sometimes you gotta specify. Go down. Oh, okay. Oh, I think this puts me in the sewer. I think I can go, like, run around. Change things I don't like. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't really, I enjoy games for what they are. I don't feel like I have to make, like, I really only mod games of stuff that, like, played a lot of, but I don't really, I guess I don't really care. I just enjoy them for what they are. Oh, it's magically broken, yeah. Ew. Largely increases firearm headshot damage. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna sell this. Alright, so there's another bridge that we can fix. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It only takes two. He doesn't have anything on him. What I might do? The med kit on him. I don't think we have enough to build anything yet. Eco lamp. Circuit board, CD drive. Pile of meds. Oh yeah, syringe, IV medicine. Okay. Durability you can repair, it's not really annoying. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, sometimes it's like a weird balance. Like sometimes they make stuff like a little too ridiculous, but if the balance with durability is good, then yeah, I don't really have an issue. It gets better each gen, but there's things like trait evolution that you do really despise. I don't I'm not too I mean I enjoy the one Pokemon game I have. It's good. No. I don't think I could sell that for anything. Alright, we got that fixed. You returned Breath of the Wild because of that. I do agree. Oh yeah, no, I mean I mean, you like what you like, you don't like what you don't like. There's definitely people that, like it doesn't bother them, and some people it's like a big deal. But yeah, for me, I'm usually not too bent out of shape over stuff like that. Only worth $43. Wow. Wow. That would have given me a tire. We got a laser though. He needs a pistol. Stamina recovery. We gotta get an apple for that. Okay. How's it going, Daniel? I don't think we can build anything yet. God, we gotta find some meds, and we gotta find a cup and bleach. There's no right or wrong going to... Yeah. I mean, I think for the most part, we can pretty much enjoy anything. Alright. Let me go take a break, and then, we will get our videos underway. I started a little bit earlier, so I could play a little bit longer. I really like this game. And Slipknot, there you go. Alright. Uh, do this. Do this. I don't think it's in here, is it? No. Alright. I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Taser! Oh, we got a wild talks. Alright. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I have to sneeze. Mm. Okay. We got 12-year-olds online threat turns into a felony arrest. This should be a good one. I know, it's like my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. But like I keep feeling like I gotta sneeze and I just won't do it. Like, bruh. Fix this a little bit. All right. All right.
Son saying that he was going to come and find him and touch him. I think is how he worded it.
It's pretty serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not a smart one.
Go get your phone down before I strike.
Okay, calm down, please.
On September 25th, 2025, a concerned student reports his 12-year-old classmate
Oh my god, this is like not that long ago.
after receiving a threat in a group chat, along with photos of his knife collection.
What is it?
Threat in a group chat, along with
I'll stab your blank with all facility.
photos of his knife collection.
Okay. Jesus.
Sheriff's office. Contact. Sheriff's office. Hey, how's it going? Are you? Police. The police are here. Sheriff's office. Are you?
I am back.
Parents.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Are you his father?
Yeah.
All right. So the reason we're here is someone called about some threats that made. I was just curious. Are you
Right, tase the kid.
number?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So,
Is he here right now? Yeah, is he here right now?
Oh, he has a collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
collects it.
said, I'll stab your bitch ass with and he said another time, I'll stab you and whatever.
and who is this he's talking to?
Another student. I'll stab your yeah. He said he's not his friend, but they were all in a group chat together.
Oh, okay.
So, do you guys mind if I speak to him?
At first, the parents don't realize their son's threats won't be taken lightly.
We may end up
Okay,
seizing those knives as well as evidence.
Has he ever done anything illegal before?
No,
Never been in trouble or anything?
not a little bit of trouble, but it was last year. he was
Over
kind
at
of
the-
involved, but he wasn't sort of involved, so the charges were dropped,
Oh.
which were good. It was, they were
That's not a little bit of trouble. What? There's charges involved. That's not like a. That's not a little bit.
playing in a construction zone, but it was deemed that, you know, he wasn't involved. There was cameras, thank God for that. He has this collection. He likes to, so obviously he's an idiot.
My bad. I think we had a little big dip here. Are we back? I don't know if I have to like redo it for YouTube or not. I don't know. It says I got reconnected. Are we okay now? Can you see me? Are we I know it's always when videos start. Swear, it's like they just hate me. It just hates me. Every time. It was just a little hiccup on Twitch. Okay. Is everything else okay? I guess right now it seems fine for you. Okay. Right now we are green. Everything is green. So I'm sure the second I hit play, I'm sure the second I hit play, it's gonna freak the fuck out. They hate me. They hate me because they hate me, right? Right? They hate the small bean. How's it going, Mel? Good. Okay. You get AT&T. I can't though. Like they're not. They're like a competitor. So they're not. They're like non-existent here. So every other word is cut off. It's everything's green right now. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, how's it for everybody else on YouTube? Is everybody on Twitch good? How's everybody else on YouTube? Because as of right now, we have nothing dropping. Nothing's dropping yet. Totally fine for you. Okay. It's going well. Nice. Everything's good. Okay. Everybody's good. We're all good. Okay. Cool.
Bitch.
Bitch. All right. I went back a little bit. Twitch and YouTube good for you? All right. Cool. Cool. Competitors, yeah. Well, I mean, like it's I don't know what it is that causes it because like our speeds, like we basically have almost like a gig download and upload almost like our uploads like I don't know, it's like or it's not like quite a gig or it's like 120 or something like that usually. So it's like it's not like I have bad internet. It's just that like it just acts up for whatever reason.
You're taking him?
Drives me crazy.
You're taking him?
No, we're talking about right now. He's here
Alright.
with the phone.
Stop.
Just relax, okay?
You're
Don't
not
take a
taking
deep
him,
breath,
are you?
alright?
I'm sorry.
Taking him, are you?
Alright.
When
I have to ask some couple questions,
Go ahead.
but I'm gonna read him his rights before, alright? Rights. With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us?
Yep.
Is it consent all around? Okay. So, what happened today with the text messages with your friends?
You'll take some
Yeah,
deals,
yeah,
fuck it, hell yeah.
That is completely.
The problem here though is that like our competitor is like the speeds are not comparable. So like I mean if we were to switch like we get like like they have terrible speeds because like that's all they can offer. So it's like it's bad.
Totally unacceptable, and you know nowadays with people making threats and all these school, it's something that we take very seriously. Okay. So What made you want to write these things? Was it in anger? Okay. And what exactly did you say to them? Fight them and what else? Because I saw everything. No go. You can cuss them out and anything, even though that's something I don't agree with, but you can't make threats to harm people. All right.
That is
And
true.
What is that nice collection? Is that yours? Okay.
Yeah, this kid's a little
Do you have
stupid.
any plans of bringing those to school tomorrow? Nothing? Okay. Was your intent to ever hurt him or no? Okay.
For like $70 cheaper. That's nice. Yeah, I wish we had like some better options because like the other kind of like I mean like FiOS and stuff like that, like it's not even available here. So it sucks. It all sucks. It all sucks.
Saying it is enough where it's really bad, okay? Do you
Right?
understand?
No V-Bucks for you,
Not
little
at this
man.
time. I say that we'll figure things out as they go.
Alright. You can go back inside for 1 second. We're gonna talk to your parents.
Go sit in the kitchen. Don't go in your room.
Sorry, I'm having anxiety.
You're good, just relax. Alright, so like nowadays when people make threats, on the news, like
Yeah.
we don't
It just works.
Just because they're kids.
I don't know if you better. I don't know. I think you might have to beat the shit out of this one. Like, oof. Yeah, this is definitely not good.
Yeah.
We have to take action because it's a felony. Rent threats to kill is the charge. Whether it's to saying you're gonna commit a mass shooting, bring knives to school to kill people, anything terrorist, or even
Yeah.
if you're gonna say you're gonna harm like someone.
Mm-hmm.
Our supervisor, he wants us to make an in-person arrest where he's probably gonna go to DJJ tonight. Has he ever been to DJJ?
No.
No? Okay. Alright.
I don't
We
think
have
they
no
have a choice.
It's
Yeah.
a felony, and our supervisor wants it to be done. I'm not sure.
What happens as far as like him being so young? Like what happens if you commit a felony as a kid? Like you just I have no idea how that works like for minors like this. Like what is his like I guess prosecution or something gonna look like? Like is he gonna have to stay in like juvie for a certain amount of time?
Just relax. Just relax. He's a kid, so it's not really soon. It won't be too
So
long.
how it used to. So let me just bring us all
Depends on
back
the
and
state.
Give us an idea of
Right, because obviously he's gonna go there tonight, but then like like does he? I'm assuming like he isn't gonna have a felony on his record, like unless it's really bad. And he gets charged as an adult, but that doesn't seem like I don't think that's gonna happen here. So it caused physical harm, right? So then like would he just have to like spend a night in juvie, and then like his parents can come get him, and then he has to like go to court of some sort, like juvenile court? And then they'll decide some sort of punishment for him.
where this is going for tonight. As DJJ used to, way back in my day.
Yeah, I
for
think they are
the
sealed
incident
too.
in Juvenile on Matrix and make a determination of an arrest. If
Yeah,
they
okay.
did or not. Nowadays, they partner with Resource Center in Volusia County. So what happens is an incident such as this, the Family Resource Center
Oh, they can hold them until court as well. Oh, okay.
is kind of a holding area. Provides some resources to the parents as well as the kids. While the kids holding, it's almost like a scare stream.
Yeah.
And he will likely be released later. I cannot say what they will or will not do. Likelihood is he's going to the Family Resource Center on LPG International.
I think it's
Okay.
LPGA.
Yeah, I think this is Florida. You said isn't
I
Volusia
don't know
County
if they'll
in
do
Florida?
it overnight or how.
He very well could have some like serious anger problems because it doesn't really seem normal for a kid to like show a knife. I mean, like the knife collection isn't what is like terrible, right? Because I mean, like I don't know. That's like kind of like a minor detail, but like the fact that like he's threatening people, like threatening other kids that he doesn't like with his knives, like yeah, I would say that we definitely have like an issue with this kid.
I don't know if they'll do it overnight or how long it will be. What happened is he is going to be placed under arrest.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Okay. I think we're coming back. I think we're coming back. I'm sorry. Wasn't this bad? I'm telling you, like in the next like week or so, like it'll all stop and everything will be fine. I don't know what it is. It's like once we start getting into like colder weather, this starts for like a few weeks and then it stops and then it'll stop. Sometimes it happens when we go into summer. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Comcast hates me. Comcast just hates me. That's all it is. It just hates me. I'm sorry. I think we're back now, though. It looks like it's all green. We are green. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just all over the place. I like restarted the the router and everything and it just I don't know. It just hates me. It just hates me. Hopefully it'll just hang in there. On the they very well could because it kind of seems like it's always around like the same time like same time of year, which maybe that's like their maintenance time before like it gets, before we get snow and it gets really cold. So like maybe that's why this always happens like around around like the same time of year. So I mean it very well could be because then it seems like once we get over like whatever this is that happens for a few weeks, then it's like I have zero issues. So I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. And everyone, you know what? That's probably very true. Yes, Comcast hates everyone. They just want to see the world burn. You have anger problems, you take medicine for it. I mean, like maybe this kid needs to get evaluated for that, you know? I don't know. I don't know. He definitely seems like he has some issues.
He may come back tonight as
Yeah,
well.
possibly, but we're not. It's a low chance because it's a felony. It's for like smaller charges, whether they release him to the parents that night. I'm not saying whether they will or not because they might release him back tonight, but
We'll grab your phone numbers
yeah,
and have
we're gonna get all your guys' information.
We don't. He just goes by himself.
Correct.
Yeah.
First, first he's going to get processed, and that means that he gets to basically get the intake process. He has to do his
Nope, thank you for the snack
report,
text.
and that report gets sent off. And then they'll make a determination on what the longer term process will be. I would like to see this as evidence because it's in the photograph that he's going to bring these to school. And does he have access to any other weapons in the residence?
No.
Does he? Are there firearms at the residence?
Yes.
Are there other like knife collections at the residence as well, or?
I wouldn't say a knife collection, but
Right? Like we had like times like where they would do it during the day and it'd be like really, really bad. And I think that was like maintenance and it was like that doesn't seem like a good idea. Like and it was like when a lot of people were working from home and I was like, oh God, I was like, that seems like a bad idea.
I have knives that I carry for work.
Are your
Chill out. Yeah, take it twice daily,
Are
right?
those knives that you have secured?
Not in the safe, they're in my dresser drawer.
Knife that is in that photograph, I am going to be taking as evidence. It'll be held until the case is over with, and then at that point, it will likely go to one of you.
What do
Okay.
you mean the case is over? Like,
The knives
no,
that he
I
has.
don't care about that.
I said he shouldn't have fucking knives. I don't know
Don't blame
who
me.
decided to buy him all these fucking knives.
Can you guys just?
I don't know if it's like just the knives though. I think he just, he's your kid's got some, you know, anger management or, maybe not really knowing how to deal with other kids that he doesn't like.
Driver's license real quick.
You want to take 2?
Taser the anger out of him, yeah.
I don't like arresting juveniles. It's something I don't like to do, but with stuff when the statute of threats to kill, it's a very serious felony. So.
I understand, especially what's going on today.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Felony charges. So this is obviously court hearings.
Yep. Yeah.
Is it possible jail time, JDC time for extended period, or is this going to be like process?
It's hard to.
Yeah, I can't really tell. Have you ever been convicted of?
You get just straight, yeah. I mean, like, most of the time, like, it's not that bad, but I'm telling you, like, around the same time of year, like, we go through this, like, I don't know, it's been years now, and then it'll just totally clear up, and then, you know, we'll be back to normal, like how, you know, it's always been. I don't know, I don't get it.
Anything? Or?
It drives me crazy, though.
No,
Shouldn't be that bad, man.
He was charged with something a year and a half ago, but it got ruled out in court that he had no involvement.
Once he is turned back to your custody, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, whenever, in all likelihood, the school will be in touch, and he is not allowed back into the school until further arrangements are made.
Okay.
He's probably gonna have to end up going to the, I forgot what it's called. The,
Rise Up, I think.
Rise Up, yeah.
Our alternate school.
He's going though. It's not really like a traditional jail. It's more like just a
holding cell.
It's a whole. It's like yeah, but no one's wearing like correctional stuff. They're all really cool. I've been there a couple times.
Not putting him in a jail cell
Yeah.
with other guys.
It is a scare street kind of thing where they have him like hobbled and handcuffed in a cage, but beyond that, it's just more so that way DJJ can get everything together. And
I believe they'll have someone like talk to him or something. I think that was how it was last time. He's just gotta learn from this. Well, I mean, probably take away his phone. I would say. Make sure he.
That's the lightest that's going to happen.
That's the lightest that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I've been complaining about that night collection for at least a year now.
All right, what's a good phone number? Go take a picture of the night collection.
Yeah, come on. You don't mind dogs right there, good?
No, yeah, I like dogs.
if you want to pull your car up.
I mean, it's not like you're not gonna see him again. I get this sucks, but I feel like she's almost making it worse. Like, I get she's upset, but...
You hear me? They're just gonna talk to you. You'll be okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I mean, yeah, nowadays, like, I've stopped calling or trying to get, like, customer service because there's zero use. They're useless. Why is she crying? I know. It's like she's acting like she's never gonna see him again. Like, he might even be home tonight. Oh, she said, "Don't worry, you're stupid." What?
They're just gonna talk to you. You'll be okay. Don't worry. You're stupid.
Don't worry, you're stupid. I don't think that's gonna make it better either. Like, don't tell him that. I guess you could say you did a stupid thing, but maybe don't call your kid stupid. Like, way to go, dumbass. Like, I like that's not gonna help this.
Don't worry. You're stupid.
That's true. She isn't. She keeping it real.
Once my partner pulls up.
Yeah, maybe he needs to go to boot camp or something.
You'll be okay. Promise. Me and Daddy are here. I promise you will fix it.
All right, honey, let me go.
Hold on.
You dumb as hell. Remember that. Right? I mean, that's basically what she's saying to him.
Hands behind your back, knuckles together.
She's not wrong, but I just feel like it's kind of like maybe not the time to say it.
And we have one Whiskey Mike Juvenile 1015.
Don't worry, honey.
Ovals.
You're
So
dumb.
If you start twisting them inside the cuffs, they will hurt. Best way to do this is either knuckles together or palms together.
All right, you good? They don't hurt. Alright, buddy.
Tase them.
Apparently, they privately belong to him somehow, and I was thinking of taking them as evidence. They're okay with us. I think they were photographed already. So if you want to,
How's it going, Kendrick?
He's taken to the station where he's processed.
Like rap music? Yeah. Okay. You're good, buddy. Just relax.
This cop's really nice.
I probably should play this. You're good, buddy. Just relax. Then what's gonna happen? So we're gonna go to our jail, and they're just gonna take a couple pictures of you, and then to watch. You watch Twitch? You like Tyson app?
No. Awkward silence. Oh my gosh. He's trying though. He's trying. You gotta hand it to the cop. You know, like he has no idea. He's trying. Oh my gosh.
No? You good? Talk to you. So you gotta be more careful, okay? So nowadays, everything that you do online is gonna be everyone's gonna see it, alright?
Yep.
So the big things are
Hello, fellow kid.
you can say whatever you want to people, but you can't threaten them, alright? That's the big thing. You can't threaten anyone. And or whether he said something really rude, you know what I mean? 12 years old, you should know better to not say you're gonna stab someone. Deleted the messages, which shows that you know it's not alright.
Also true.
Have you taken any drugs or alcohol?
Yeah, it's way easy to screenshot stuff nowadays.
Don't worry about it.
Doing, guys. He's juvenile, written threats to kill. He's a little scared.
Yeah, they usually are. They're real tough until they get here.
What 12-year-old has a phone for the first place?
The world's crazy.
He sent a picture of a box of knives that he has in his.
I mean, you know, it's like the kids get younger and younger with phones. I mean, like Tox and I, when we went to dinner like a while back, like we saw a straight up baby in a high chair that knows how to use a phone better than we do. So I mean, it's like it just like the technology and children thing. I mean, I feel like it just gets younger and younger, you know, unless you choose not to let your kids, you know, have tablets and cell phones and stuff at like really early ages. But like, yeah, we saw like a straight up baby just, you know, using the phone, watching YouTube. And it like, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I was very shocked.
Got the one in there right now. We're gonna beat you down to school. You gotta hang out here. I don't know if you know the whole drill.
Using a tablet and XP. Oh yeah, I mean like they know. I mean, I don't even I mean this I mean I would say this was like not even I mean like maybe like she might have been like 2, maybe. You know, like I mean like I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It is evolution.
You didn't know that, but you know.
2 days after his arrest, his father collects him from the Department of Juvenile Justice and finally reviews the messages, realizing his son wasn't the only one at fault.
To the sheriff's office.
Oh, so there's more. So we have some more people that need a talking to. He bought you some dinner. Oh, that's nice.
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing alright. You tell me what's going on?
So I wanted to ask if somebody had texted my son saying that he was going to.
That is true. But then the other sad part though is that like there is kind of like I think it's like younger Zoomers where like if something goes wrong though, it's like the critical thinking is non-existent. Because I mean like you see them trying to figure things out and it like makes my eye twitch. The Apple iPhone phone.
Come and find him and touch him. I think is what it.
Yeah, they can't
A written threat.
fix
And
problems.
explain touch. Are we talking sexually or are we
I guess their problem solving skills are terrible.
He was going to come and find him and touch him. I think is what how he worded it. Is that considered a written threat?
And explain touch. Are we talking sexually or are we talking physically?
No, physically, like fighting him.
And they go to school together?
Yes.
Did he express when he's going to do this or is it just a general statement?
No, just a general statement. He was the one that was just charged with written threats and arrested on Thursday night. He's the kid that sent the picture of the knives.
I mean, I have no idea about any of that. Your son was arrested?
He was.
Okay.
But in the conversation, another kid also threatened to beat his ass. This other kid threatened to touch him. You know, meaning I'm going to come beat your ass. No, it happened on Thursday. that's a chargeable offense, because I don't understand why the other kid wasn't arrested.
Basically, why did the other kid not get arrested?
Exactly, and whether or not
Yeah, Dad's getting a little salty.
threatening him, one of the other kids.
I mean, he does kind of have a point though at the same time. I mean, I guess like, you know, threats are being thrown around, but at the same time, you know, I feel like it's not quite the same. Yeah, I mean, like you, none of them should be doing this, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, your son is like literally threatening to go stab people while, you know, this other kid's just gonna fight him. You know, it's 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 a little different.
Or not, I can press charges on the other kid for threatening him. One of the other kids.
They don't know how it works exactly.
If I need to speak to him about it, you know, then that's you know what I'll do. If there's a potential charge, written threats, so that I can place on this other kid.
Yeah, I would say his son's way worse.
Wrong in this situation.
Was that not mentioned at the time that he was arrested?
It wasn't, because when they arrested him, they took his phone, and I had to come down to the DJJ Center to get his phone so I can review the conversation. That's when I saw the other threat that was placed.
The chances are it might be better for the deputy that's working the case to continue, because otherwise, you know, I'm kind of coming in halfway through. So
Yeah,
let me make a quick phone call and give you a call right back.
Still, he isn't let off the hook. The boy faces felony charges for written threats to kill.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, did you see it? Exactly. I mean, like, yeah, I think the dad got a little salty for sure. And I was like, you know, oh, well, like if my son is gonna get in trouble, then how come, you know, the kid that said he's gonna beat his ass isn't? It's like, well, probably because the other kid wasn't gonna say he was gonna stab him to death. I mean, there's, you know, boys fight all the time. Crazy though. That was crazy though. I mean, like, and I guess you got to be careful these days, you know, like you can't be doing that. You probably should be telling your kids that they can't be doing that. All right. Distressing Things from the Internet, Volume 44. I don't know if this is spooky or just crazy.
The poor woman you're seeing was just awoken suddenly in the middle of the night by a massive explosion.
Wrong is wrong.
You
That
can just
is
tell
true.
by the look on her face that she's in complete shock here. Despite having
Goddamn
plenty of horrifying
whippersnappers.
footage and heartbreaking stories attached to it, the 2008 Sunrise propane explosion
Hoodlums.
rarely gets discussed anymore online, and for that reason, I knew I had to talk about it. So, I'll tell you everything, but as usual, let's get into the backstories first. This entry begins in the Downsview neighborhood of Toronto, Ontario in the early morning hours of August 10th, 2008. And it really should have just been like any other Sunday morning. It was around 3 a.m.
Our teacher had
most
7th
families and
grade.
individuals were asleep, although some others were just
Propane
getting in
and
from late
propane
shifts,
accessories.
or even waking up for longer commutes. Toronto is very busy, and in a neighborhood like this, it's never
As long as you don't use a weapon. I mean, I think both are wrong, right? But, you know, it's kind of, I don't know how you navigate that one for them. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, I mean, you should have a right to press charges if the kid threatened to beat your kid up. I think you have every right to, for sure.
really totally quiet. But asleep or not, many people were
All the
about to
places he
feel, hear,
lived.
or see something that they absolutely never expected.
I know.
At around 3:50 a.m., the sound of an enormous explosion ripped through Downsview. The blast shook the ground hard enough to wake thousands of people, prompting many to go to their windows and see.
It does make it. Yeah, I think that's probably like the main difference though. I mean, like a threat is a threat, but you know, like I mean, I'm not saying I agree with either one of them. Like, should the kid have been like, I'm gonna come beat your ass? No, but then like definitely don't think that you can say like, well, I'm gonna come stab you, kill you. You know, like that's, you know, that I feel like that's a more escalated one, but either way, I think both are, you know, both are not necessary. Both are not, you know, good. Either one, you know, or I guess if anything, just, you know, let them fight in the yard with, you know, no weapons or anything, and just let them hash it out.
See what was going on. Many residents began recording as this was happening, and seconds later came even more explosions. At this point, windows were shattering, car alarms were going off, and some people even thought a plane had crashed. And we'll get to exactly what caused this, but first, I want you to see some of these videos. They're pretty crazy.
Yeah, get him some boxing gloves. Was illegally transferring from one truck to another. That's how the fire happened. Oh, well, I didn't. I had no idea. Well, I guess we all know now. Jesus. Damn.
Oh my god.
I felt that heat.
I felt that explosion.
Yeah, I agree. A Hardian.
It just knocked
I
out
definitely
power.
agree with that.
Fairly quickly, the source was identified as
I'm telling you, just let them box it out. That probably would have solved everything.
Sunrise Propane Industrial Gases, a large propane storage and transfer facility located at Keel Street and Wilson Avenue, and this wasn't in some super industrial area. It was adjacent to residential neighborhoods.
God, look at that.
At around 3:50 a.m., a massive propane leak ignited, causing a chain reaction of explosions that lit up the night sky and sent fireballs hundreds of feet into the air. The force was powerful enough to send debris flying well beyond the property. Propane tanks exploded one after the other, nearby structures were set on fire, and photos were taken that make this look like
Perfect. Ooh,
Armageddon.
probably not to be too close.
Emergency crews immediately descended on the area. Firefighters worked extremely hard to keep the flames from spreading, while police raced to evacuate people in surrounding areas.
If you were like a Fallout player, would you like shit your pants if you saw that? You'd be like, oh,
And something so terrifying about these situations,
it's
in my
happening.
opinion, is the constant risk of another massive blast. Like, the fire alone is already a lot, but early on you essentially have no idea what could potentially come next. And it's things like this that just give me so much respect for first responders. Like, it's one thing to hear about these situations, but I always try to actually put myself in their shoes. To me, this is an absolute nightmare. A large evacuation zone was ordered about 1.6 kilometers in every direction from the site, covering roughly 12,000 residents. People were told to leave their homes immediately.
Happy
often with
Halloween
no
Eve
time
Eve
grab
to you,
belongings,
Suva.
and public transit buses were brought in to move evacuees to reception centers. Because of the height and thickness of the smoke, a no-fly zone was even put in place until it dissipated. The busiest highway in North America, and the source of much of my life stress, the 401, was completely shut down in both directions for several kilometers, and seeing it completely empty like this is always wild. As everything was still going on, residents waited in shelters and community centers for news and updates. Schools were also utilized. When the official updates finally began to roll in, it was confirmed that 2 people had passed away, which, looking at some of these videos, it's hard to believe that the toll wasn't much higher though.
That's true. Only, like, I'm not gonna say like only 2 people, but the fact that just I guess like just 2 people died. I mean, that's actually like incredible.
So at least that part is relieving. The first victim was an employee of Sunrise Propane, a 25-year-old man named Parminder, and he was actually
Yeah, but you got to take in consideration the average intelligence level nowadays, though. Unfortunately.
on site at the time of the explosions. One other coworker named Felipe reportedly told him that he saw smoke and urged Parminder to start running. But it seems that he didn't understand the urgency of the situation as he went towards the smoke instead, possibly trying to inspect what was going on. Parminder was an Indian exchange student who worked here part-time, and he was identified through
He's only
DNA testing.
25.
He'd only been here for 8 months. Toronto Fire Services also lost one of their own that morning. 55-year-old District Chief Bob
Yeah,
Lee,
that's
who
probably,
tragically
yeah, I mean,
suffered
like
a
the best
fatal heart
thing
attack
was probably that it was the middle of the night just because, then there probably wasn't as many people around there.
while assisting at the scene. He was a 25-year veteran who is to this day remembered very fondly and was known to be a very hardworking and diligent man.
Aw.
The investigation
I mean,
into the
55
cause of
isn't
the
that old
disaster
either.
was thorough, and the findings pointed to a prohibited procedure: truck-to-truck propane transfers. Sunrise Propane had been warned against this practice before, but on the night of the explosion, liquid propane was being transferred between 2 trucks when a hose failed, releasing the gas. The escaping propane found an ignition source, though investigators couldn't determine exactly what sparked it. This is exactly why this sort of transfer is prohibited though, leaks and fire risks. Once ignited, the fire spread too quickly for anyone on site to control. Felipe, the man I mentioned previously who tried to urge his now deceased coworker to leave, claimed that he performed these illegal truck-to-truck transfers every single day because of orders from his bosses, and that he
Oh
had no
my
idea they were
gosh.
even illegal in Ontario.
Oh my god. So he didn't even know, but like everybody else above him knew. Like they knew better.
Also saw many other unsafe and illegal
Oh
practices while
gosh.
working at this location. On top of the loss of human life, the sheer scale of the damage was undeniable. Cleanup crews worked diligently for days, and air quality even became another concern. Tests would reveal asbestos
They do.
contamination
They
in
do
the
love
areas
breaking the
closest to
rules.
the explosion, forcing some residents to remain displaced for much longer while specialized cleaning was done. Hundreds of homes had been affected. Many had windows blown out, damaged roofs, and other costly damages due to the massive shockwave.
Oh, I'm
The poor woman I
sure.
showed you in the beginning was one of the people who experienced this. You can just see how in shock she is.
The windows blew, and the door, the glass, fell on my bed, and my sister started screaming.
I bet this is terrifying. Like she was in her bed, it sounds like maybe. Like I bet this was terrifying to have happen to you, like, and to have it just randomly hit you like this. Like, oh gosh.
But I also do want to point out that she was just woken up to this out of nowhere, and now she has a gigantic light beaming into her eyes as she tries to answer news crews. So that probably adds to why she looks so wide-eyed, but I have no doubt this was very traumatic for her.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
The legal consequences followed years later. In 2013, Sunrise Propane and two of its directors were found guilty of violating provincial environmental.
They continue to do the same crap summer. Yeah, oh, I'm sure. I'm sure donuts. I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, you know, like anybody that was like, you know, any higher up, you know, they were nowhere to be seen. 52 years left before 2077, we have a nuclear war. I will be dead by then, so whatever happens, happens.
In 2016, they were fined $5.3 million. The city of Toronto.
That doesn't even seem like enough. 5.3 million?
In 2016,
that doesn't seem like enough.
Fined $5.3 million. The city of Toronto sought compensation for cleanup costs, which had already reached into the millions, and civil lawsuits from residents also moved forward, seeking damages for the loss of property and emotional distress caused by the blast and evacuation. Unfortunately, the blast itself was only the beginning for many who had to deal with insurance battles and long repairs. For the families of Parminder and Bob Leake, the loss was permanent.
Yeah.
Sandy went to work that night expecting a routine shift, and Leake responded to a call to protect others when he was on vacation, simply because he was close by when it happened.
Oh
but
my
neither
gosh.
returned home. Rest in peace to both of these men.
Yeah.
In the 1980s, hang gliding was well into its golden era. It had been attempted as early as the 1880s, but its true experimental beginnings started in Southern California and
You know, hang gliding like freaks me out. It freaks me out. Like, I mean, it looks cool, but I feel like I don't want any part of it. I don't know. That looks a little scary. Looks a little scary for me.
1970s. And by the mid-80s, it had grown into an organized community with formal competitions, skill ratings, and quite a bit of clubs
To cut
across
corners,
the
avoid
United States and
regulations,
abroad.
exactly.
Gliders were moving away from the simple wing designs of the early days and into sleeker, higher performance models capable of aerobatics and longer distance flights.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not an adventurous person, so I'm good on this one.
The community was very tight too. Pilots gathered at coastal cliffs and mountain launches, often camping together and sharing techniques. Safety standards were improving, but accidents were still common and stories of tragic losses did circulate widely. In 1986, a man named Dan Murphy entered an aerobatic hang gliding competition in Telluride, Colorado. The site's high elevation would mean thinner air than coastal pilots like Dan were used to, but Dan was already very experienced by this point, and he saw pushing boundaries as necessary. I mean, this guy was essentially a pioneer. He held the United States Hang Gliding Association's highest skill rating, Master,
Oh.
and he had a background as a commercial pilot. The plan was to do a clean loop, which is an aerobatic maneuver at roughly 1,500 feet
Was it
above
fun?
the terrain, and a nearby spectator would film as he started doing this. Strong winds were already
Yeah, I
becoming
don't know.
problematic on this
think
day
I'm
for many
good
hang gliders,
air
but
stuff.
most people were just having small mishaps. Nonetheless, this wind would end up throwing Dan off during his loop, and the glider stalled in the thin air, causing serious structural failure to come next. Pieces separated and both of Dan's parachutes became entangled in the wreckage, meaning there was no standard or reserve recovery option left. And what happened next, you may have actually seen at some point, as it was shown on television quite a bit for a couple decades, and later circulated inside the community as a cautionary training reference. But for approximately 2 minutes and 20 seconds, Dan and his broken airframe fell into a desperate spiral, where he did about 63 full rotations. More and more pieces kept falling off, attempts to release the parachutes would fail, and the smoke from his flare was surrounding him and suffocating him the entire way down.
Oh, man.
The woman filming, a lady named Karma, continues to do so all the way until Dan eventually vanishes behind the trees, hitting the ground below.
Let's strap ourselves
onto
a paper
any of the
airplane.
moment of impact, but there wouldn't have been too much to see.
Oh,
Because
man.
miraculously, not only did Dan not pass away from this incident, he was completely uninjured, minus a few bruises.
That's incredible, though. Like, hardly anything happened to him? That's incredible. That's
Dan was
fucking
understandably
lucky.
completely relieved, as he had already accepted that he was going to go. And this tape became a classic inside the sport. It forced a lot of safety conversations regarding things like energy management and how quickly routine flights can go wrong under.
If something failed and, like, you, I guess, you know, are gonna smack the ground at some point, I would hope that it is just quick and it's just lights out, honestly. Because, like, if, I mean, but you hear stories of people who've jumped out of planes and then they're, you know, like their parachutes don't come out and they live through it, but it's like what it does to their body is absolutely horrendous.
Certain conditions, but also because he's an absolute badass and didn't let this bother him at all.
Yeah, he's
He was
lucky.
immediately eager to get back into the sky, and honestly, context does matter here. I know some people may be quick to say he's just reckless, but Dan's reputation wasn't at all built on reckless flying. At Fort Funston in San Francisco, where he spent most of his time, he was recognized for skill and control. He could execute precision landings and unusual demonstrations that other experienced pilots still talk about, and within that circle, he was seen as someone with judgment and who valued safety. So the Telluride accident didn't turn into a bragging point for him at all. He used it as training data for himself and others, a lesson. But as good as Dan's story seems to be going, he would eventually end up meeting a heartbreaking fate. And believe it or not, it wouldn't take place in the sky. Around 20 years after the Telluride incident, on Monday, August 21st, 2006, a now 48-year-old Dan Murphy rolled into the Fort parking lot on his motorcycle for a sunset flight. Other pilots were with him at this time, including fellow flyer and friend Kurt Schmitz. As they were waiting in the parking lot preparing for the flight ahead and having some good conversation, nothing at all seemed out of the ordinary. At least for the first bit, because then, without warning, a random 59-year-old man named Will Smith, who had been seen loitering in the area, walked up and fired at Dan close range in the head.
What the
He then
hell?
went on to shoot Kurt in the back and appeared to aim at a third person, but his gun jammed. There was no confrontation, no dispute or lead up, it was just a completely random attack.
Oh my god, like what are the odds of that happening? Yeah, his name's Will Smith. Of all the names, his name's Will Smith.
No confrontation, no dispute or
Oh
lead up.
my
it
god,
was
that's
just
like
a completely
just
random
just
attack.
randomly.
Paramedics
Damn.
rushed Dan to San Francisco General Hospital, where he was placed on life support. Friends, family, and pilots gathered, waiting on updates as doctors monitored the swelling in his brain. And Dan fought hard for several days, but sadly, on Saturday, August 26, 2006, he passed away as a result of the gunshot injury. Kurt, the other victim, underwent surgery and did survive his wounds. For his friends who flew at Fort Funston, that week absolutely crushed them. Many remembered him as a true free spirit and just said it's unbelievable to think that this even happened. Dan was good at everything he picked up, not just hang gliding, but as a scuba diver, a
That is
motorcyclist,
true.
and plenty more.
I know. You're here for a good time, not a long time.
Dan Murphy returned to the sky, not just in spirit, but his ashes were spread across Fort Funston off of a hang glider from beloved friends. It really is just a heartbreaking story. Rest in peace to this amazing man.
God, that one was kind of crazy.
This one is short as it's one of those very local cases that never got all that much coverage or really ever even left its home state, but I want to start by saying that the boy at the center of today's story, 15-year-old Jesse Tucker, was a real kid with a real family and friends, and this story is going to be hard to tell, but it should be. I know that goes for pretty much everything I cover, but I do like to remind people of this the odd time, and so that's why I said it. Jesse Tucker was a 15-year-old freshman at Martinsville High School in Martinsville, Indiana. He had 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister, and on Friday, March 10th, 2006, he was just expecting another ordinary day at school. And for the most part, that's what he would get.
The guy shoot him? Yeah, the Will Smith guy? Yeah, he shot him, killed him. And almost
He'd wake
killed his
up still a
friend.
little bit groggy, get his bag together, pack his books, and be on his way. Jesse would attend his early morning classes, one that he wasn't too thrilled about, and over a few hours, he'd start to finally wake up a bit. Eventually, it became lunch period, just after noon, and he and a few friends were headed to the cafeteria to get their food. One thing that sort of sucked is that there was this new rule in place at Martinsville High where kids would have to remain in the cafeteria while they ate their food, and so no one really liked this. They preferred to just take their food and go to their normal hangout spots. And so many kids tried to find strategies like hiding the food, maybe sitting down and eating their lunch very quickly, or just skipping lunch altogether.
Damn.
But Jesse had a different idea, and on this day, he was ready to try it. As he and his friends were leaving the
there's no reason. It's just like a random thing.
Cafeteria, Jesse took a large bite from a hamburger. He pretty much just stuffed the whole thing in his mouth, and then he left the cafeteria so he didn't have to bore himself with sitting in there. Now, there could have been some element of him messing around here. Maybe he was protesting the rule, or maybe he was just genuinely
did he
rush.
choke?
We don't exactly know, but either way, poor Jesse horribly began to choke on his burger as he left the cafeteria. He tried to clear out the blockage himself, but he couldn't, and others clearly began to see that he was in distress. Some friends and teachers jumped in and attempted the Heimlich maneuver, but couldn't dislodge the food. But also, there happened to be nurses in the building that day for a blood drive, and so they too reached Jesse, and they were able to remove some of the food obstructing his airway, but unfortunately, it was just too late. This would all be futile. Emergency crews transported him to Morgan County Hospital and Medical Center in Martinsville, where a team worked for about 45 minutes to resuscitate him, but in the end, poor Jesse would be pronounced deceased.
Oh my god.
Police said he appeared to have gone into cardiac arrest just before arriving at the hospital. There's just something so tragic about this. Like, I saw an account from...
That's like sad though. And then like I don't know, like what was the big deal about like making kids stay in the cafeteria and eat? That just seems kind of dumb. Although I could like when I was in school, like in high school, like they encouraged us not to eat in the cafeteria because our cafeteria was not big. Like, I mean, you know, you have hundreds, thousands of kids, and our cafeteria probably could fit 50. So they, you know, like, they definitely did not want us eating anywhere near the cafeteria. So the fact that this is like the total opposite, I don't know. That's sad though. That's crazy.
Someone who was there when this happened. That's actually what
Yeah,
prompted me to look
yeah. I think
into
you tried
the
to
case.
chipmunk it.
The kid choking on a hamburger at this age when he's leaving his cafeteria, and the fact that he actually couldn't be saved, it's just a surreal story.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
sad.
Jesse was 15 years old in his first year of high school, and I know it's a trite saying, but he really did have so much ahead of him. Choking is such a serious thing, and yet still many people don't imagine it'll ever happen to them or someone around them. Even in some cases, the worst still happens. Like, people around Jesse did act. Friends tried the Heimlich, nurses stepped in, and medics worked on him for
To one area? I mean, I guess maybe. I don't know because that just seems. I mean, like they're high schoolers, so you would think that they would know. You know, as long as you had trash cans, I guess nearby. Throw your trash away. I mean, I don't know. It just seems. I mean, I guess from somebody who like was encouraged to not even like eat in like any near or anywhere close to my cafeteria when I was in high school. You know, it just seems wild. We had trash cans everywhere, so I mean, and like we all picked up after ourselves. Like you never saw trash really like anywhere, like at lunchtime, because there'd be kids everywhere. And I mean, my high school is pretty big. I mean, there's probably 2,500 kids in my class alone, so that's a lot of kids eating lunch, and we were told to just, you know, if you wanted to go in there and get, and like if you wanted to go in and like buy lunch, you could, but like even that would run out really quickly because I don't know. It was weird. Like my cafeteria and the food that was there, it was like, I don't know, it was like not made for as many kids as there were. I don't know if they just grew really fast and like because it's since been like rebuilt and it's huge. I mean, it's totally different now. But when I went there, it was like, I mean, the further away you were from the cafeteria at lunchtime, the better. And that's like what they wanted you to do. But it could have been like, it could have been something like that, like a trash cleanup type thing. But I don't know. I mean, for somebody that has gone to like a huge high school, um, I mean, everybody picked up after themselves. So I honestly don't know. I mean, to me, because like I wasn't really like designated to a cafeteria for my lunch, you know, I definitely think it's weird to not let kids go eat wherever they want.
Prolonged period.
You went home for lunch? That's nice. There was like a couple restaurants that were a walking distance, and then if you could drive, the fast food places weren't that far away. So like basically like if you drove, you left and went and ate fast food or something, or there was like a little park that you could go sit at. So basically everybody that had a car, they just left, and then everybody else that was left, you could either walk somewhere or be as far away from the cafeteria as possible because like they did not want anybody in there.
Period before and after his hospital arrival. But of course, in a crisis like this, every single situation is different, and sometimes things just don't line up perfectly.
Press
with a
the
plan
oh
that
my
everyone
god.
can be saved. Rest in peace to poor Jesse Tucker, and my heart is with
Yeah,
his family.
this poor kid.
In the early months of 2022, a quiet neighborhood in Las Vegas was the setting of a heartbreaking story that has received a surprisingly small amount of attention. In fact, until someone recommended this to me in my Discord server, I hadn't even heard of it at all. Just a warning, this is pretty sad, but the way it got solved was very brave, so I wanted to tell it. It all begins with a little girl at a local school in Las Vegas who the teachers knew fairly well. But over a period of time, and especially in and around early 2022, they were sort of beginning to tell that something kind of felt off with her. They didn't know for sure, but they did have to keep an eye on her as this wasn't something that they hadn't seen before. It's all too common for kids to have some serious stuff going on at home. In this situation, the teachers wanted to tread lightly at first with her behavior, but in time, they wouldn't even end up having to dig that deep into it, as the little girl herself would end up giving them details that told them everything they needed to know and pushed them to contact the police. See, on one day at school, this girl brought a series of notes with her that she would hide in her sock and then muster up the courage to give to the teachers before the end of the day.
Oh my gosh.
And what was on these notes was more than enough to get law enforcement involved. But before I tell you exactly what was on them, let me give you some context. Back at home, things weren't just bad, they were absolutely horrible for this girl and her family, her mother, and her brother. For months, the mother, whose name will also be kept private, lived under the control of the boyfriend she was with, a man who stripped her of her basic freedoms. Her phone was taken away early on, her movements were closely watched, and in time she wasn't even allowed to leave the house alone without him. Every bit of freedom was denied to her.
Here we go. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know why this keeps happening. Just gets worse and worse, I swear. Well, hopefully things will start smoothing out because this is ridiculous. Yeah, tase the boyfriend. Maybe we should do more than that. We should more than tase him.
Her mother, and her brother. For months, the mother, whose name will also be kept private, lived under the control of the boyfriend she was with, a man who stripped her of her basic freedoms. Her phone was taken away early on, her movements were closely watched, and in time she wasn't even allowed to leave the house alone without him. Every bit of freedom was denied to her, and this escalated to the point where she would be kept in handcuffs.
Tase the router? Yeah. Man, if only that would actually work. I absolutely would. I beat it.
And of course, by extension, this girl as well as her brother would be subject to this as well, though the focal point for this boyfriend was clearly the mother. Or at least in the beginning it was. By
Yeah,
December
he
of
does seem like a dick.
2021, this poor mother had noticed that her 4-year-old son seemed to kind of just be missing from the home. She
Oh.
feared the worst, but had no way to confirm.
How'd she do it? What, like one day she noticed he was missing? Like, how long was he missing for?
By December of 2021, this poor mother had noticed that her 4-year-old son seemed to kind of just be missing from the home. She feared the worst, but had no way to confirm what had happened to him. And I understand that may be confusing, but remember, she was being held
It's
captive,
true.
and so it's likely the man was
It is true. Sometimes hitting things does work sometimes.
making up stories or just keeping her confined to one room at this point. We don't know the exact details. But amidst this confinement, this brave mother found a small but critical way to fight back. She wrote notes explaining her captivity and her concern that her son might be deceased. As you've probably pieced together, these notes were eventually entrusted to her daughter. The young girl now carried a burden far beyond her years, but in the mom's words, I was trying to think of any time that we would go to a store or any chance that I got to give this to someone, and ultimately, the only way that I knew for sure was through my daughter. It was a heavy responsibility, but one that would ultimately change everything. On that seemingly ordinary day at school, the daughter began slipping the notes to her teacher.
Yeah, I know, right? Just be like, fucking work.
The messages were very obviously a plea for help. The mother explained how she was being held against her will, that her phone had been taken months ago, and that she feared for her son's life. One note said, "Please help. Took my phone months ago. Pretending to be me. Cameras on house and app, and he can see down the street. Will avoid police."
Damn.
Thankfully, the teacher's reaction was immediate, and recognizing
Yeah,
the
that's a
severity of
good
the
kid.
situation,
That's a brave
school
kid.
officials quickly contacted law enforcement. Police responded with urgency, understanding that every moment counted here. And eventually they tracked down the vehicle tied to the family and pulled it over. Inside was the woman. She was alive but visibly traumatized, and there was plenty of evidence already of the harsh conditions that she had endured. Everything that they were seeing confirmed the notes that her daughter had brought forward. And so, the notes actually worked. But sadly, the horror was not over.
Oh no.
As the investigation moved to the family residence, the grim reality began to set in for investigators. In the garage freezer, officers discovered the body of the missing boy. The child had been hidden away, marking a highly chilling final chapter for this story. Further examination revealed a freshly dug hole in the backyard, along with a U-Haul truck containing dirt, indicating attempts to conceal or move his remains later on.
Oh yeah, he's gonna bury him. Oh my gosh.
These discoveries, of course, deepened the tragedy and raised disturbing questions about what had transpired in the months prior. The evil man allegedly behind this case, Brandon Tosland, was arrested and charged with serious crimes, including first-degree murder, kidnapping, and domestic violence. Their community was left stunned by the cruelty involved, but like myself, were also moved by the bravery of the daughter and mother, whose courage in delivering those notes was the key that unlocked the truth. And if it wasn't for this, the nightmare may have never been brought to light.
That's very true. The two of them, like, great team, and like that's a brave little girl.
But now, justice could finally begin. In the
Yeah,
aftermath,
yeah,
the
fuck
mother and
this
daughter
dude.
were placed in protective care, starting a long and difficult road towards recovery. While the legal process continues against Brandon Tosland, the community focus remains on supporting the two and preventing future tragedies. This whole thing just serves as a painful reminder of how easily victims can be silenced. But it also shows how, if the circumstances are right, a single act of courage like the mother and daughters could change everything. I haven't found any super recent updates on Brandon's case, but the last I saw, his trial was rescheduled from early 2024 to March 2025. But since there's no new updates, there's a chance that it was rescheduled again. I honestly just couldn't find anything else. All I can say is that I hope this despicable
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a therapy forever. Oh yeah,
human
100%.
being faces the justice he deserves. Rest in peace to this poor boy.
Right?
That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for
Damn. I mean, you know, as much as it sucks that the that her brother died. I'm guessing that's her brother. I mean, at least they were able to kind of like save themselves though. But I don't know how you ever get over that though, you know, as far as knowing all of that happened. I mean, that's heartbreaking. But that was a good story though. as far as, you know, like them getting caught. Hopefully that guy, you know, never sees the light of day though, because he's a real piece of shit. Fuck him. But that was a pretty good channel though, because he definitely shared some things that like I have never heard of. So that was pretty good. All right, here's our last video for the night. We're gonna figure out what's going on, Brittany. Brittany, bitch. No, this is like conspiracy theories about Britney Spears. I guess there's like some weird shit going around about her.
It was a rough night for Britney Spears.
What is really going?
I don't like because like there's always like it's crazy stuff about her going around.
It's really weird.
There are a lot of theories out there about what's going on.
And anyways.
And we're gonna go over them today.
Oh.
Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere. In your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section.
Crackhead arc, let's go. Have you heard about all this stuff? Like how people think she's dead and like all of her like dancing videos, it's not even her, and like I don't know, there's like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Down below. Please
You know, throwing stuff at your window. God damn, man. I mean, she hasn't really, I guess she hasn't really done anything, but no, like, it wasn't, like, that long ago, and then, like, with her dancing with knives, and, like, I don't know, people think that, like, either she's dead, and they're, like, using somebody else and, like, kind of, I guess, putting Britney's face on top of hers, like, so it looks like she's I don't know, it's, like, there's just, like, crazy stuff.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all are ready for spooky week. We are starting off spooky week with a very good and interesting one, if I may say so myself. If you are interested in seeing the videos that I'm going to be doing this week for Spooky Week, make sure you are subscribed and you have your notification bell turned on so you don't miss any of the videos that I'm going to be posting. You guys know that every year...
That is true. I mean, she could have totally lost it, and now she's just totally crazy. I think that is fair too.
And I always say that sometimes the truth is scarier than fiction. And in today's video, it's going to be no different. Before we get into it, though, I did want to let you guys know if you don't...
I am interested to know all of these, though, because I only know of a few of them, so I would like to know, like, what the other collection of this is.
Already know. Hi, my name is Christina. I do have a second channel, which is Casually Christina. We just do things way more casually over there. I also have a Patreon. My Patreon's for 18 and up, and over there we talk about more personal stuff. We go live over there. There's a $2 tier for the true crime that cannot go onto YouTube due to their terms and policies. I post that over on my Patreon under the $2 tier. Just make sure you read the full about section and what each tier offers before you join. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Like to Know It. And Like to Know It is a platform where you can find links to a lot of things that I use, that I love, and that y'all ask about. Everything from clothing items, earrings, makeup, skincare, stuff for my boys, Christmas gift ideas. If you're looking for, you know, maybe a new idea for a family member, whatever, maybe you could get some ideas over there. All of those platforms are linked down in the description box if you would like to come and check me out. So, okay, like I said, in today's video, I want to talk about Britney Spears and a bunch of the like sea theories that are out there. But as I was researching...
No, she's just sea theory.
This,
I think you could say conspiracy theories. I think that's a safe word.
Realize that everything that's happened to Britney over the years might actually be even scarier than the sea theories itself. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, though, I did need to let y'all know that I'm not a professional. I pull all of my information from very public news sources or videos that are already out there. Please go do your own research, form your own opinions. Just don't show hate to anybody anywhere. I'm going to be filtering everything through my own words and opinions. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I think's going on, because we all can look and tell that something is indeed going on behind the scenes. Okay, let's talk about Britney, and first we need to take a little stroll down memory lane. 43-year-old Britney Jean Spears was born on December 2nd of 1981 in McComb, Mississippi, to her parents Lynn and Jamie Spears. Britney and her siblings Brian and Jamie were raised in Kentwood, Louisiana. And in 1984, Britney began attending dance lessons, and she was selected to perform as a solo artist at the annual recital. She also took gymnastics and voice lessons during this time. She even sang at her kindergarten graduation. So, like, when you see Britney, like, even from the beginning, at just like 3 years old, she was already a little performer at heart. When Britney was just 8 years old, her mother took her to Atlanta to audition for the Mickey Mouse Club. Basically, they said she was way too young at the time, so she was rejected. But by 1992, she was accepted, and this is when she first started working with Christina Aguilera.
I know, it's crazy, like where Daniel lives.
And Ryan Gosling, so on and so on. By June of 1997, Britney was signed to her first label after singing I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston for the Executives. The next year, in 1998, that's when her iconic single, Baby One More Time, was released. And that's
Have a good night, GB. Thanks for hanging out.
Skyrocketed to instant fame. This song sold more than 10 million copies, which makes it one of the best-selling singles in history. And any of y'all that were around, alive, and, you know, were old enough to remember that time, no. I mean, that...
They want you to forget it's not even on Disney Plus. I can't believe that it's not. I would have thought that would have been on Disney Plus for sure. Yeah. They don't want you knowing. They don't want you knowing. Somehow I hate that word. I think it's because, like, I think performer saying that, like, about children is kind of you know, like, it's like parents that exploit their kids for fame and money, you know, because they're not good enough to do it. So then they're like, oh yeah, she's like a born performer. But I feel like it sounds kind of like not a good way to maybe describe your kids.
Was the jam. Britney even won a Grammy for it. I mean, it was huge. And then, of course, after that came the Oops, I Did.
It's impossible. I never had to pull a gun on a neighbor. It'd be impossible. You don't own any. I mean, I've never had to, but if I had to, I'm definitely shooting a dick off.
Did It Again album in May of 2000, which also was an instant success, and it has sold over 20 million copies worldwide, which makes it one of the most best-selling albums of all time. That same year, in 2000, is when Britney performed her first iconic performance at the MTV VMAs. This is the one where she transformed from a black suit to that, like, sequin, like, flesh-colored suit. Oh my gosh, you guys, that caused so much drama back then. Do y'all remember? If you were around in that time, you know. Anyways,
God, this all makes me feel so old, though. This makes me feel old watching this.
Around the same time, Britney confirmed that she was dating Justin Timberlake from NSYNC, and oh my gosh, all of us little teenage girlies at the time, it was like the perfect couple. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Oh my goodness. Then in 2001 through 2002, Britney
it makes you feel old too, yeah.
guest at the Super Bowl with Aerosmith, and she did her first iconic Pepsi commercial and released her third studio album called Britney. This album included the songs Overprotected and I'm a Slave for You. This is when Britney gave
Leave
yet
Britney
another
alone.
iconic performance at the MTV VMAs. Then in February of 2002, Britney starred in the movie that we've all probably seen, Crossroads. It was a box office success that grossed over $61.1 million worldwide. I mean, an absolute star Britney is at this time, so fast. Later in 2002, Britney and Justin ended up breaking up, and there were rumors that Britney had cheated on Justin, especially after Justin released his song Cry Me a River. And
Never saw that movie.
song
That
and
was definitely a
music video
girl movie,
featured
though.
a Britney look-alike. Britney initially denied it, but years later in 2023, she admitted that she had been seeing Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit at the time.
Well, that's quite the like 180. Rather not be arrested for defending yourself. Oh, well, that's unfortunate if you live in a state like that, though. I don't.
Now, no one knew it.
Yeah, it
Britney has
was.
since
Yeah,
confirmed
that was like
her
a
and
girl
Justin
movie.
had gotten pregnant, but that they decided to end the pregnancy because they felt like they weren't ready to become parents. Britney has said that doing that was one of the most agonizing things that she has ever experienced.
I know, like that picture. God.
Experienced in her life. This is what prompted Britney to write the
Cody, how's
iconic
it going?
ballad Every Time. Even through all of this tragedy, the show still had to go on. In 2003, Britney had yet another iconic MTV VMA performance. This is the one where her and Christina Aguilera and Madonna sang together. And I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm sure most of y'all do. But it was very controversial at the time because the three of them ended up kissing at the end of the performance.
What? They zoom just face like that. Damn.
At the time
Damn.
because the three of them ended up
Look at him. Oh my God.
Kissing at the end of the performance. Do y'all remember the drama? Oh my gosh. Then in 2003, Britney released yet another very successful album called
It'd be the same way. I mean, I get that, but it was like you know he was gonna probably not be super happy, and then like you had to show him, right? Oof. Oh, they threw a water bottle at. Oh, damn.
In the Zone. And this is the album with the song Toxic on it. Y'all, I had that song on repeat. Mind you, after each album release, Britney also put on highly technical world tours.
You still wouldn't trust it? Well, okay. You could look at it this way. I'm a 5-foot woman, so if a man is gonna break in, I am not willing to risk or let somebody just do whatever they want to me. So I am more than happy to use the great equalizer on them. So and I don't, I do live in a state that has castle doctrine, but yes, no, I will not, absolutely not. And I would say that like my odds of protecting myself is not going to get me in trouble.
Each album release, Britney also put on highly
technical
tours. The production level alone in these tours has always been highly regarded, but especially the Onyx Hotel tour in 2004. Unfortunately, this tour ended up having to be canceled midway before it was completed because Britney injured her knee. 2004 is also the same year that Britney married her childhood friend Jason in Las Vegas. They ended up having their marriage annulled.
Yeah, castle doctrine is amazing, and we don't have anything that like you don't have to break and enter. So like if somebody just makes their way in and they didn't like break in to enter, but they managed to get in without breaking any, like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. As to defend myself, I see arrest as a further attack. Well, I mean, like you're not, but like if your state has that, and you don't have to retreat if somebody breaks into your house, then you're fine. So, like as much as I would say I would prefer not to be, like raped and murdered in my own home, I'm more than happy to use the great equalizer.
Married her childhood friend Jason in Las Vegas. They ended up having their marriage annulled 55 hours later, but nevertheless.
Yeah, 1 and 2. Yes, exactly, Kendrick.
Married Kevin Federline, and the two of them had their own reality show called.
I forgot about Kevin Federline. You know what? I forgot about him. It's been so long since we went through this. Britney timeline. I totally forgot about him.
Britney married Kevin Federline, and the two of them had their own reality show called Chaotic, which was a huge success as well. And it was basically home videos of Britney and Kevin behind the scenes. It was very raw, to say the least, and Britney would go on to say that it was probably one of the worst things that she's done in her entire career. That same year, in 2004, Britney also released her first ever perfume, which again, like I've said a million times at this point, was also an instant success.
Oh yeah, I remember when her perfume came out. It was, yeah, that was like a big deal.
One of my friends actually still has her bottle of the Britney Spears perfume. Then Britney decided she was going to take some time off to start a family. I saw her in interviews saying that this is truly what she always wanted. And so at this point, she had her sons, Sean Preston, who was born in September of 2005, and in September of 2006, Britney had her second son, Jaden James. Sadly, though, things started to get very concerning over the next few years. In February of 2006, pictures came.
Oh yeah, I remember this picture. I do remember this picture, and everyone lost their shit over this one too.
Came out of Britney driving with her son Sean in her lap instead of the car seat.
Yep.
Britney said that she had just had a horrific experience with the paparazzi and that it was definitely a mistake on her part. However, the media and really the whole entire world was extremely hard on Britney for this and for essentially everything that was still to come. I think it's important to mention that the paparazzi and the media were very different back then. I mean, let's not get it
Oh,
too
they were
twisted.
wild.
There's still narratives that are pushed forward and things that are twisted and things that are left out. But the way that the media and the paparazzi were able to operate back then were far different. We're talking about climbing over fences,
Yeah.
following people around, harassing them.
Like that, yeah. Oh yeah, it was like, I feel like 90s type paparazzi, like totally different than now. I mean, they were like crazy. Like you hear some crazy shit.
It was really, really bad. And Britney was pretty much the
Thank you for the
first
snack
person
tax.
to get it the way that she did. In November of 2006, Britney ended up filing for divorce from Kevin Federline.
Doesn't get in trouble in the media. That is true, but like, yeah, I forgot about him. I mean, I was like, I listened to Britney Spears and I like kind of followed her stuff, and like, it was like more like in past, like I didn't really keep a huge eye on her. So I do remember like the whole Kevin Federline thing too, but like it's been so long that like I just forgot about him. I agree. I think the paparazzi did kill Princess Diana. Yep.
And again, this was a very controversial
I definitely
thing
think
at
that.
the time, and Britney received a ton of backlash for it. Every little thing that Britney did was being watched and talked about and picked apart, whether she did this or that, or what she wore, or what she said, or if she really liked Pepsi.
Candidly, just between you and me, how much Pepsi do you think you drink on an average day?
I really do like Pepsi.
Really? What's your favorite kind?
I really do. My favorite kind of Pepsi? Pepsi's Pepsi.
Well, you don't drink Diet Pepsi or
No,
Pepsi
just
Vanilla or
just
Orange Pepsi
just
or...
regular Pepsi.
Or basically anything she did was a whole entire event. Then
It's her
in
naked crotch
January
shot.
2007,
You don't remember her shaving her head? I feel like when she shaves her head, I feel like everybody remembers that one. I feel like that's like a big one.
Britney's aunt, that she was very close to, ended up passing away from ovarian cancer. This was completely devastating for Britney. And by the next month, she actually spent one day in a substance rehab facility. The next night after getting out is when Britney was filmed and photographed shaving her head in Los Angeles. She would later admit herself into other facilities during the following weeks. Then, in October of 2007, Britney lost physical custody of her sons to her ex-husband, Kevin Federline. And the reasons of the court ruling were not revealed to the public, but of course, there were tons of speculation in the media. Britney was made out to not only be a horrible person, but also a horrible mom. That same month, Britney released her 5th studio album, Blackout, and it didn't do as well as all of her previous albums, but it still did fairly well. Its lead single was Gimme More, which Britney performed at the 2007 MTV VMAs. This performance was again iconic but not for the same reasons. It was heavily speculated that Britney may have been on substances during this performance because it was said that she just wasn't performing as well as she normally did. Things just continued to spiral from there. In January of 2008, Britney absolutely refused to give up custody of her sons to Kevin, and she was institutionalized at Cedars Sinai Medical Center due to her supposed worsening mental condition. Britney's visitation rights were suspended at an emergency court hearing, and Kevin was officially given sole custody of their sons, which, as you know, also came with Britney now owing Kevin child support. It has been reported that Britney initially had to pay Kevin $20,000 a month.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Like, you imagine getting child support from Britney Spears? Holy.
It has been reported that Britney initially had to pay Kevin $20,000 a month in child support, but then it was increased to $40,000 in 2018 and then decreased back to $20,000 when her oldest son turned 18 in 2023. Her payments officially ended in November of last year, 2024, after their youngest son turned 18. Now, back to 2008 when Britney first lost custody. By the end of the month, Britney was put on a 5150 involuntary psychiatric hold. Just a few weeks later, Britney's father, Jamie, filed a temporary conservatorship suit which granted him and his attorney, Andrew Wallet, temporary control over Britney's affairs. In July of 2008, Britney ended up regaining some visitation rights after coming to an agreement with Kevin. Things started to seem a little better, but some have
Really? I know, right? Can you imagine getting 20 grand a month and then it was increased to 40? Like, that is wild.
Things started to seem a little better, but some have wondered if that was only how it appeared on the outside. In December of 2008, Britney's sixth album, Circus, was released, and this just happened to be 2 months after her conservatorship was extended indefinitely. This album was one of the fastest selling albums of the year, and it sold over 4 million copies worldwide, so it did pretty well. Britney did go on to tour for this album, but it has since come out that Britney did not like performing under her conservatorship and that it's left her feeling pretty traumatized, as you can imagine. I mean, imagine being a grown adult and being this huge star. Let's take anything mental away from it, but it's like you're still a child in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Now, fans have also said that looking back, that Britney's unhappiness during that tour was pretty obvious. I mean, people have since speculated that this album and tour were part of a controlled effort to prove that Britney was basically mentally unstable. But again, it seemed like no matter what, the show must go on. No matter what she was going through, no matter losing custody of her kids, being a spectacle of the world, she still got to work. Chop, chop, chop. Got to make that money, especially being under
That's true.
conservatorship, allegedly. Then in March of 2011,
It's like Dance Monkey.
Britney released her seventh album, and it did fairly well. Its peak in the U.S. tied Britney with Mariah Carey and Janet Jackson for the third most number ones among women. Britney did go through a bit of controversy surrounding the music video for the song Criminal, however. And again, still, every move that Britney made was watched, picked apart, and criticized. In June of 2011, Britney began her tour for the album. And again, fans say that looking back,
I honestly didn't realize in 2011 and stuff like this that she was still touring or doing any of this. I thought that stuff stopped like way earlier.
it seemed like Britney was really struggling through this tour. And Britney has since come out and said that it was very difficult. It was a terrible time for her physically and mentally. And the tour took place during a time when her conservatorship was becoming more restrictive, which limited her control over her own career and personal life. And I do want to throw in...
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I don't know if he just, was like, oh, I'm definitely going to take child support too.
Her control over her own career and personal life.
Like a little
and
bit greedy.
I do want to throw in right here that I know a lot of the times us that don't live this super famous lifestyles of the rich and famous can look at people and go, okay, oh, well, you got to work, but yeah, you're at least making millions of dollars. In this situation that Britney was in, allegedly, again, I'm not her, so I don't know, She was under all this scrutiny, being picked apart, because people will say, well, you chose this lifestyle. Of course you're going to be picked apart. You're in the public eye. She lost custody of her kids. She was mentally unwell. She was still having to work. She was still being picked apart, which everything could then be used against her in court. She was making all this money, but yet she could not do anything with it. So when people typically look at like these rich people or these famous people and go, well, that's the cost of fame, you know, you're going to be picked apart. In Britney's situation, she did not really get the reward of the fame. She was like locked away in a castle, and every move that she made.
That is kind of true though, because like other celebrities, you know, like they can do whatever the fuck they want. So they want to like crash out by all means. But like, yeah, she kind of was like, I think she had like an allowance even. Like she had like an allowance. So like she didn't even have access to like all of her money.
Reward of the fame. She was like locked away in a castle, and every move that she made was controlled, but yet she had to continue to work without all the reward. I mean, it's really sad when you think about it. Now, over the next few years, this is when we saw Britney on X Factor, and she won the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. She did a few song collaborations, but a lot of fans say that it was so obvious now, looking back, that Britney was being controlled and told to smile even though she didn't feel happy. She got engaged to Jason Trawick, and he even became a co-conservator in her conservatorship.
Oh, that seems weird. Like, so then he got on the conservatory? Oh my god. I don't know. That seems odd.
Alongside Britney's father, which so many questions, but for the sake of time, we're going to keep going here. But then their relationship ended in January of 2013.
I don't think it is though, because if she's explaining it like as like what's been reported, that is exactly what it sounds like though, is that because like when you're in those like conservatorships, like you don't have access, like you're basically deemed like mentally unstable to financially like be responsible for yourself. So her dad was basically controlling her money and giving her allowance. And then I think if I remember correctly, like there was like a whole contract of like, oh well, like if you don't do this show or if you don't do this and this, then like you don't get your allowance, which is crazy, right? Because like that's her money, like she earned it. So I don't think she's really like, she's not clit writing or anything. She's just saying like this is how it is, this is what it's like. Whereas like other celebrities, they have all the freedom they want. Like there's nobody controlling their financials for them. Yeah, it sounds like a living hell. Yeah, I think yeah, it sounds terrible. But yeah, with those conservatorships, she has absolutely no financial freedom. Like she basically has to ask for money, and then basically from what I remember is what it turns into is that it's like you go do this and you will get your allowance. Which is wild, right? Yeah, I do believe, I think, I think he stole like the rest of the money too, or like millions of dollars that are like unaccounted for. I don't know if he did or not. I have no clue.
Which then made Britney's
I think Aaron Carter did though. I think he was in one.
father the sole conservator again. Now, I just cannot.
But I think this is weird though, that the guy that she got engaged to got on it. That seems weird.
Even imagine what this.
And why would you even let her get engaged to somebody if she can't even like control her own financials herself? Like that seems weird.
Father the sole conservator again. Now, I just cannot even imagine what this was like for her. There are more
So like as much as you want to say she's clit writing, I don't think she is though. I mean, like when you look at it in that perspective, like I don't know. I think anybody would feel bad for somebody, you know?
details in books that Britney has since released about this period of her life. But
I mean, that
that
seems crazy.
Were definitely low points. In September of 2013, Britney went on Good Morning America to announce her 2-year residency at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. She also announced that her 8th album was coming in December, and this album was actually Britney's last project under her original recording contract. It actually received a low amount of promotion and had little impact. It ended up being her lowest peaking and lowest selling album in the US.
Oof.
Over the next few years, Britney kept giving performances, making appearances, and releasing new music. She released her 9th album, Glory. She performed with G-Eazy at the 2016 MTV VMAs Awards, and this was her first time back at the VMAs after the conservatorship performance.
Oh yeah, the Carter family thing. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Their
She gave back
family's a
in
mess.
2007. This is also when she started dating Sam Asghari. They met on the set of a music video. Then, in 2019, the Free Britney campaign just completely took off. I mean, it all started in January of 2019 when it was announced that Britney's Las Vegas residency was being canceled after her father, Jamie, suffered a near-fatal colon rupture. By March, it was reported that Britney entered another psychiatric facility. Britney has since spoken about her experience in this facility, and let's just say that it was completely traumatizing for her. Then
Nick mentioned that on that show he had with Jessica Simpson. You talking about Nick Lachey? That we're talking about what?
Just say that
The 98 Degrees guy? Oh yeah, that there's only 2 alive. Yeah, it's crazy.
It was completely traumatizing for her. Then a fan podcast called Britney's Graham released a voicemail message from a source who claimed to be a former member of Britney's legal team. They alleged that Jamie, Britney's father, canceled the Las Vegas residency due to Britney's refusal to take her medication, and that he had been holding her in this facility against her will after she violated a non-driving rule, and that her conservatorship was supposed to end in 2009. The Free Britney movement essentially went completely viral. I mean, it gained support from people like Cher, Paris Hilton, and Miley Cyrus. Even the nonprofit organization American Civil Liberties Union joined in. In April of 2022, fans protested outside the West Hollywood City Hall and demanded that Britney be released. Then all of a sudden, 2 days later, Britney said, all is well. She was able to leave the facility a couple weeks later, but that did not dampen the Free Britney movement at all. Fans wanted the conservatorship ended altogether. In May of 2019, a judge ordered a professional evaluation of the conservatorship to be done, and all the while, Kevin Federline's name came back in the news when he got a restraining order against Britney's father, Jamie, after an alleged physical altercation between Jamie and one of Kevin and Britney's sons. By August, Jamie publicly called the Free Britney movement a joke and called its organizers conspiracy theorists. Just after that, Britney's lawyer submitted a court filing that documented Britney's desire to have her conservatorship altered to reflect her wishes as well as her lifestyle, so that she wanted someone to replace her father as a conservator.
I mean, that's fair, but at the same time, I would just been like, give me my fucking money. You know? Like, give me my fucking money. Like she's grown, and I mean, if she thinks she can handle it, or just let her live her life.
Instead of doing that, 4 days later, the judge extended the already established arrangement until February of 2021. So then in June of 2021, the New York Times got confidential court documents stating that Britney had pushed for years to end her conservatorship. And Britney herself spoke to the court and said that the conservatorship was abusive. She said that she lied by telling the whole world that she was okay and happy, but that she was really traumatized and she was angry. This seriously ignited the Free Britney movement. And by July, one of the conservators, a trust company, actually asked to be withdrawn from it, saying that they had been misled and that they had entered into the agreement based on the understanding that it was voluntary. Then,
do you think that every time she brought it up to try to cancel it or try to get out of it, then her dad put her in the hospital, had her committed?
Britney actually used the Free Britney hashtag for the first time in one of her captions on Instagram. She had just gotten her own lawyer for the first time, so she said she felt blessed after finally getting real representation. This is around the time that Britney began posting random pictures and videos to her Instagram, and Project Rose was going on. Now, Project Rose is from when Britney seemed to always be posting.
Sorry, I think we're lagging for a sec. Helping you get through the workday? Oh, well, I'm glad.
Red roses, and fans thought that she was sending coded messages to them about ending the conservatorship. This is when the conservatorship started to completely fall apart, and Britney's lawyer petitioned to have Jamie replaced, and Jamie initially agreed to step down at a future date. He said that he wanted a smooth transition, but then on September 7th, Jamie filed a petition to end the conservatorship. There was literally pandemonium in the media when the news broke, and the conservatorship had finally ended.
Thank all of you. I've got a client that I need to speak with.
Judge Brenda Penny releasing 39-year-old Britney Spears.
And then just 5 days later, Britney announced her engagement to Sam. They announced that Britney was pregnant in April of 2022, but then announced a month later that there had been a miscarriage. Britney and Sam got married on June 9th of 2022 at Britney.
Guarantee he was doing that. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, just based off of, I get like what, what's out there and like what she's, reiterating. But I mean, because it sounds like he was like pretty manipulative and controlling, and in a way of like, like the only way you're going to get your allowance or be able to go do things is if like, you do these things. So I make more money all the time. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He sounds like a real piece of shit.
He's home in LA, and none of Britney's immediate family members were invited, and her 2 sons did not attend. Strangely, Britney's first ex-husband, Jason, attempted to crash the wedding by breaking into her home with a knife.
Oh my God.
Arrested. In August, Britney released new music for the first time in quite a while, and she did a collaboration with Elton John on the song Hold Me Closer. Since her conservatorship ended, Britney's personal life and social media presence and overall well-being have been a
crazy
topic in the media. And
it's been crazy.
A lot of interest around it, a ton of speculation, which has resulted in obviously some conspiracy theories. Now, mainly the biggest theory that is out there right now is that Britney has been cloned. And listen, I'm not mad at y'all for thinking this. I ain't. I'm just gonna say that. We'll start there. This theory alleges that Britney has been...
They grew her in the lab, and now she just posts videos on Instagram.
replaced by a body double or a clone. Some believe that Britney passed away in a car accident back in 2001. Apparently, in June of 2001, Dallas radio DJs Kramer and Twitch falsely reported that Britney and Justin Timberlake had gotten into a car accident and they had both passed away. This false report led to all kinds of panic among fans, who then called the police and fire department so much that the phone lines were being flooded from calls from all over the world. LA authorities
replaced, but all true. Hey, maybe she's a synth. Maybe she's a synth.
Ended up having to issue a statement confirming that there was no accident. The DJs were eventually fired for this, though, and they claimed that they had gotten permission to start the rumor from the program director. At least that was the story at the time. I mean, Keith Kramer, one of the radio hosts, started posting on social media back in 2023 when the clone theories were at their height, making it seem like a firefighter friend of his actually told him about the car wreck and that it was real. However, he's also posted things on social media that make it seem like he's just talking about it for views. Watch this TikTok that breaks it all the way down.
So he posted on his Facebook, "I'm feeling a podcast coming on soon. It's been far too long since I've done one. If I do it though, all you mother bastards have to pass it around and repost it. I'm going to talk a lot about radio in Dallas, some about the old days, and something new that's happening on social media because of the Britney prank that was done 22 years ago. It's insane. All right. Promise? But he didn't stop there. He also posted this to his Facebook saying, "Breaking, Kramer is a TikTok star, all within 4 days. 14,000 followers."
I mean, this guy seems like he's just a little self-centered. He's like trying to boost himself for whatever reason.
416,300 views. And if that wasn't enough, he left this comment saying the Britney Spears thing is back and people all over TikTok are talking about that story again. Except nobody on TikTok was talking about the 2001 radio prank, but let's continue. People are saying that she was cloned after that accident and that it really happened. My wife has been following it and she said I should do a few TikToks to get views, etc. Okay? I made a 1-minute video this morning and it's blowing up. This man literally
I mean, I don't even know who this person is though. So, like, was it?
is spelling it out. People are talking about it. They actually believe it. My wife says I should jump on board and get my views. By the way, if I get enough views and enough followers and enough people want to hear me speak about this, I'm gonna come out with a podcast because it's been a while.
This sounds like bullshit. This is stinky.
Of course, I didn't believe him, but a lot of people do, so I really hope this reaches the right audience.
But if that wasn't enough to fuel the theory, back in December of 2016, the official X account for Sony Music Global was hacked and fake tweets were posted that again claimed that Britney had passed.
Britney Spears is dead by accident? Like, why would you even word it this way? This it seems terrible.
Passed away in an accident. When you think about how big she was, especially back then in 2000.
Yeah, but don't they always say like when people die all the time and then like, you know, that's not ever true.
2001, the way that young fans had their latches in her, right? And Britney could have got on stage and said, go buy purple shirts, and millions and millions.
Right, a Sony hack? Never. I mean, gosh, you could probably go through a lot of people and, you know, how many times have you seen it that they've died?
Millions and millions and millions of young girls and boys would go and buy purple shirts. You think about, like, if she had passed away and certain behind the scene entities have the power to clone, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they to continue to control? So, like,
because of all the people you would choose, I find it hard to believe that you would pick Britney Spears. I mean, yeah, she's a huge, you know, pop star, but the other part of me feels like that would not be at the top of the list, and that's no offense to her. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I think there would be some other people above that. I guess maybe like lab rat status, maybe.
Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they to continue to control? So, like, people are putting this together like this really makes sense. Now, these posts that were going out were quickly deleted.
Yeah, that's true too. Like why would you make her like 40 plus, you know?
And Britney's manager confirmed that she was fine and well.
We're on the Britney Spears was cloned.
Was hacked as well when it posted a tribute message for Britney. People of all
like why wouldn't you like get some Elvis DNA bring? I part of me feels like you wouldn't even pick anybody in the music entertainment business, you know? You'd probably get somebody like really fucking smart to bring back, you know, to help you work on stuff to make, you know, huge leaps and bounds and things. And like if you could have like those brilliant minds, I that's what I would go with. Straight crackhead theory at 7-Eleven. Yes, and this is like what was all over the internet. The world would crack. No, I don't think the world needs a clone of me. One is enough.
was hacked as well when it posted a tribute message for Britney. People have also
Just show up and go to work for you? Well, true. That's true.
become very suspicious. They say that Britney looks completely different than she used to.
I would have to say my favorite food of all time is pepperoni pizza, definitely.
What's my favorite food is a chili hot dog. What's my favorite flower? It's a rose.
From Orlando asks, what is your favorite type of flower? My favorite type of flower. I love morning glories and I love lilies.
They specifically talk about her teeth, but there are several dentists on TikTok
That's true. Yeah. It'd be like, you know, it'd be a rumble in here to fight over snacks.
They specifically talk about her
That is true too. Yeah, like they would need lots of training. Yeah, cloning seems like it's not as simple as like, oh, we're gonna, like I don't know if you ever seen Multiplicity with Michael Keaton, but it's like I don't it's not I don't that's not how it works.
teeth, but there are several dentists on TikTok
It's not like
that
ding
seem
and
to
they're
have an
out.
explanation for the changes in Britney's teeth.
Dr. Sarah, here for Veneer Check on Britney Spears. I've been getting so many tags to all the videos commenting on whether this could possibly be Britney based on
The Thunderdome throw chicken nuggets. I would win. I would win. The OG always wins. Take that bitch out.
her teeth. So here we go. Britney from December 2022 on her IG. She has a space between number 8 and 9. This is known as a diastema. And a space between number 9 and 10. This is also known as a diastema, but the plural for diastema is diastemata. This is 2019 Britney. You can see this.
That is true. That is also true, Slim. I would agree with that too. Yeah, because that, the clone may not even be interested in singing or performing. You'd be like, fuck this. I'm gonna go live on a farm. And they're gonna be like, great, wonderful. That was a waste of $100 billion.
Space between number 8 and 9 is smaller than 2022, but it's still there. 2018 Britney, you can see number 9 going this way, the start, or this is slightly smaller than it was in 2019. 2016 Britney, like she's always had this, it's just gotten bigger. Diastemas can occur for a number of reasons. Some are relapse from ortho. If you've used braces to close a space and you don't wear a retainer, it can open up again. Some people have gum disease, that can cause some diastema. Some people have some bite issues, that can cause diastema. I'm not going to speculate on why, but the 2022 photo, it's Britney. Those are her teeth.
Now, I definitely believe that she looks different, and I don't think it has to do with her teeth. I don't think it has to do with her lips and her nose or anything like that, but we'll get more to my opinion at the end. These rumors, though, started swirling again when back in October of just last year, 2024, Kristen Cavallari said on her podcast that she wholeheartedly believed that Britney and Kanye have been replaced by clones.
Oh my God, no, both of them. Oh, Jesus.
He calls me and he goes, guess who wants your phone number? And I went, who? Britney Spears. And I'm going, what? I'm not going to lie though. At first, because okay, if you didn't listen to the last episode Justin and I did, go listen. But we talked about Hollywood conspiracies and I said, my big thing was Kanye West, I think, is a clone, but also I said, Britney is not Britney. Okay, so Britney obviously caught wind of that. So my initial reaction was, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was honestly like, oh my God.
Like you thought it was the Illuminati or the Cabal?
Like they're f***ing on to me, man, okay? They didn't like that podcast episode. So I'm like, give her my number. Like, great. Maybe an hour later, I get a text message. I'm in a group chat with her manager and Britney Spears. Her manager puts us on a group chat and says like, oh, ladies, like, or he called us icons, but
Gotta get that
two
in there.
icons coming together, blah, blah, blah. And then Britney sent me a text. Her clone let me know that she's not a clone. That's a red flag. Only a clone would say something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it went from like being scared to now we're just like, we're excited, we're all in. And then Justin's like, you should text her separately on the side, just like girlfriend and girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, great idea. So I text her separately and I'm so nice. And I'm like, hey, like, I'm hardly in LA anymore. But when I come in December, I'll let you know. Cause she's like, we should hang out and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then she just never responded.
Ghosted.
Now, there's no way.
I don't even like that melted my brain. I'm not trying to be mean, but her this whole thing absolutely just melted my brain.
And blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then she just never responded.
Ghosted.
Now, there's no way to know what's really going on with Britney, but here's what we do know has happened since her conservatorship ended. In January of 2023, deputies from the sheriff's office went and did a welfare check at Britney's home after getting several calls from fans who were concerned after she completely deleted her Instagram account. A spokesperson for the sheriff's department said that Brittany was safe and that she was not in danger.
I know, right? I don't know who I am. I don't really know who well, wait, I know her name, but I don't really know anything about her. Was she married to Jay Cutler? Who is that person? I don't even know. I don't know.
Brittany actually addressed this incident on her X account, asking fans to respect her privacy. But then in August, it was announced that Brittany and Sam separated after 14 months of marriage. They were actually divorced on December 2nd of 2024. In September of 2023, yet another welfare check was initiated.
Yeah, this video. This is the one that's weird. She's like dancing with knives.
Brittany posted a video of herself dancing with knives. Her security team assured the officers that there was no.
No, there's more than one Jay Cutler. not the bodybuilder. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look it up. He played. He was a quarterback. I don't even know how to spell her name. Let's see. I think they're divorced now. Yeah, he was married to her from 2013 to 2020. She was married to Jay Cutler. There you go. Does he even play anymore? He played for the Bears for a little while. I think. Did Denver have him? I don't know. Ignorant millennials, and I say that one as myself. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess if you don't follow football, then maybe you'd only know that. Played for the Broncos, Bears, and his latest team is the Dolphins. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Desai, thank you for 46 months. You go to bed now, all right. Good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Immediate threat to her safety, and so the officers just left. Brittany later said that the knives were.
If I'm correct, I think that chick had like a show on HGTV, maybe.
And so the officers just left. Brittany later said that the knives were not real. Then she signed a $15 million book.
Who goes to the Dolphins willingly? Probably somebody who's on their way out. At this point, I mean, he's been around for a while though. I mean, he's got to be getting to that age, or he's, probably getting ready to retire.
Deal in February of 2022, which was actually one of the largest book deals ever made. And it was for her second memoir, The Woman in Me. It talks about her rise to fame, her public media events, her conservatorship, and her newfound freedom. In January of just last year, it was rumored that Brittany might be returning to music, but Brittany said that she would never return. But she did say that she had written more than 20 songs for other artists in the previous 2 years. Now, obviously, Brittany has had one heck of a career. So much so that she is named the Princess of Pop, and most people have said that no one has ever compared to Brittany in the industry, and basically never will. But like I said before, I don't think we will ever truly know what's going on with Brittany and her well-being. What is my opinion? Do I think she has been cloned? I do not believe she has been cloned.
I don't think so either.
Do I think it's possible? Yeah, I think a lot of things are possible that we don't know about. I think that when the government came out however many years ago and said that they cloned a sheep, I said that they've been doing it way longer than that. Way more things than sheeps by the time they tell us. We all.
That's probably true though. I would have to agree with her there though. Like whatever the government comes out and says, there's other shit going on.
Know that.
Never say never, yeah.
But what I do think is that I believe, in my unprofessional opinion, that a lot of these people, especially as famous as people get, they have handlers. They have people around them.
That is
people
true.
That they think that they can trust. Maybe they're even the people that they're married to that they have no idea. And I'm not talking about Brittany in particular. I'm just talking about famous people.
That's the most successful account cloning of a sheep. Right, but she's saying that, like, by the time that they decided to come out with it and say it, like, they're already doing other shit. Like, then they've been doing other shit. You know what I mean? Like that was like one of the one projects that they worked on that was actually successful. But you know, there's way more other stuff going on.
There is no way the powers
Which
that be,
I would
in my
believe that.
personal opinion, will let anybody get powerful enough and gain a lot of support or fans or people that will follow them without a level of control over that person. And I believe that there is some sort of medical, like Kanye and Britney, possibly Justin, and some of these other people, once they go into these facilities to get help and something changes in them forever, and they spend most of their lives, is what it looks like, chasing that old version of themselves, the one that had the light in their eyes. And it's scary to think about. And who are these people behind the scenes? I don't know. But I believe something's going on. Do I think substances is a problem in the music industry, Britney or not? Absolutely. But I think there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes.
Thank you for the stack text.
And a lot of things that changes people. And I also believe and know that when you get to that level of fame, which Britney is at, Kanye's at, and a lot of other people are at, it is so hard to make real friends, real connections, and even
For ignoring the rule. Oh yeah, right. Right. Yeah, I think it's probably a lot of things. It's probably getting old and wanting to look young. It's probably like wanting to have that attention again and like feel that important again. It's probably a lot. There's probably a lot of factors that go into that, and you know, I think getting older is probably a lot harder for some of them.
the people that you have that are working around you. It's a very, very lonely place to be. You think because you have all these fans, or you think that these people have all these fans or support, that they've got people around them that they can trust. But really, a lot of the times, most of the people around them are just waiting for their chance to get what they can get.
I think that that's very true too. I think she has a point there of I think a lot of really successful people probably have to be really careful about who they decide to be friends with, because there's going to be like a dime a dozen of people that are more than willing to take advantage of them.
And it sucks. And I do believe that Britney needs people around her that she can trust. But all these years,
everybody let her down.
I don't know. And don't even get me started on what I think about Kevin and what he's done. If you want me to tell you that, let me know down below and I'll do a whole video on him because my feelings are not the same. But let me know what you think down below. Other than that, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this video.
I mean, she made some good points, and like some of the stuff that she found online as far as like all the crazy shit people do, you know, and all the crazy stuff that's been said. I mean, yeah, people are wild, man. People are wild. People. Oh man, people are crazy, and people do a lot of crazy things for attention too. So you know, it's like, you know, like it's quite the world that we live in. Unfortunately. It is a scumbag magnet, that is true. I feel like unless you like have like a solid group previously to being famous, I think you got to be really careful. And even then, you know, even then, I mean, because that was like her fucking dad, you know. So you know, you just never know, and I guess that's the other thing is, like, money and fame can change a lot of people, even if it's not you directly, right? It's, like, the people adjacent to you, it's the people that know you, the people that are friends with you or whatever, you know, like, they'd be more than happy to, you know, get, you know, ride your coattails or try to insert themselves in a way to where, you know, like they can benefit financially off of you, and it's kind of like a sick thing. You know, that some people just, you know, can't let it go, or they can't, you know, just be happy for somebody, or even like have the balls to just be a big enough person to just advocate for somebody that you consider, you know, a friend of yours. It's all kinda sad, honestly. Like, it's all kinda fucked. Or make it, yeah, yeah, and then like that gets blown up, and I feel like that is a crazy world to be a part of, and one that like sure, I think it'd be great to have that kind of money, because like I'll never see that kind of money in my lifetime, but at the same time, like I don't know, I don't think I would want what comes with it. Based on what this woman just said about Kevin, I think she really does. Well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Well, look, here's the thing. I don't really know a lot about Kevin Federline. I don't know like how that all worked out, but I don't even think the only way that she probably would have ended up homeless is if her dad literally had no money left for her because that conservatorship, she has no access to it until recently. So like the only way she'd be homeless is if her dad literally like stole all of her money and made it to where she couldn't touch any of it because she had no access to it. The favorite food thing, people, yeah, right, yeah, like people change their mind about their favorite food. I mean, I used to really love Cool Ranch Doritos, and now I think they're disgusting. I mean, like I used to like ranch like in my younger days, and now I can't stand the smell of ranch. I hate ranch. I think ranch is disgusting. He's trying to help everybody new and didn't try to keep nothing for himself. Yeah, but like in order to do that, you have to have access to your own money though, right? Like he had his own financial control, but for decades she did not. So I'm saying that like unless she decided to do that in the last like 2 or 3 years that she hasn't had her conservatorship, there would have been no way. Like the only way she'd be homeless is if her dad basically stole it all and hid it from it made it impossible for her to have access to because she was basically given an allowance for up until like what like 5 years ago. So I guess unless she decided to spend it all in the last 5 years, she wouldn't have access to it. Ranch is disgusting. I don't know what it like. I used to like ranch, and then all of a sudden something changed, and I'm like I can't stand it. I don't like it. I can't like I can't. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. But there's a lot of other things. I mean, well, I don't know. I've never liked mayonnaise though, so there's that. Can't do it. Don't like it. Blech. Not a fan. I think kimchi's on right now. You hate mayo too. Yeah, like I can't I mean like if it's like mixed in with something, like I'm fine with that, but as long as I can't taste it, but like I don't like like on sandwiches and stuff. Mm-mm. What do I think about televangelist? I can't say that right. I can't. I know what you're saying. I can't for whatever reason can't pronounce it right. I think there's I think they're scams. I think they're scammy. Scammy cults. Scammy TV cults. But yes, it is that time. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for dealing with all of the internet drops we had tonight. Hopefully soon it gets better and we get over the hump that we usually have to get over because whatever it is. Whatever it is, it'll stop eventually. So, thank you. Thank you for, putting up with it. Called scammy? No way, man. I will let him know. You hate cotton candy, the feel of cotton candy in the form since still down your spine, and the family thinks it's hilarious. You want to see what Tox's favorite stuff to watch? what he thinks is funny. I don't even know what to search. Oh, this is not. From no. I'll show this to you real quick before I get off. I think. Let me see if it's. Don't out him? No, I'm saying like what he thinks is funny. It's not outing him because it is funny. He was showing these to me. Okay, here. I gotta turn it up though. It's this girl. I mean, it is funny. That's all I meant was that he thinks that that's funny. It is funny though. It is funny. Like I don't know how it starts showing up for him, but it is funny though. Oh yeah, it is muted on YouTube, so I apologize. Cuz there's music going on in the background. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow night. But have a good day, night, whatever it is for you, and I will see you guys tomorrow because my internet is just I feel like I'm like speedrunning this trying to leave. Oh, thank you, Deepak. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, thank you for hanging out, and hopefully we can get over this Comcast situation soon. But have a good night. If you're on Twitch, we're gonna go raid Kimchi Panda. So, but all right, guys, have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go.